In the days we walked these streets with diamonds in our eyes, out with the vampires under a midnight sky, my mind so hypnotized. It was exciting. It was the 90s. Mama didn't understand it, and Daddy always said that I was going too far. Said there's never any compromising if you try to win the battle to be who you are. I danced to the left, I danced to the right, hold hands with my demons and creatures of night, on an undercover mission to find somebody else like me. Is there anybody out there? Is there anybody out there? Someone who can hear me and drink from the light, to see things from the same side. Is there anybody out there? 5 years later, I'm out with the same old faces and dead embraces. Things kept going wrong. I'm getting to thinking my daddy was right all along. So if you take a little walk on the wild side, be careful that you never slip your hands from the wheel. There's never any compromising when you're blinded by reflections from the part of you that's real. I dance to the left, I dance to the right, hold hands with my demons and creatures of night, on an undercover mission to find somebody else like me.
What's up, everybody? Another week is here. Can you believe it? Monday, nope. Monday. Snood, big news up north there. Wayne Gretzky losing his spot at the Tribal Council. What are your thoughts? Go ahead.
Frankly, it's unfair. It's an upset. Personally, I did vote for Jim Carrey, but I figured that he would get it eventually. Being the guy that he is. Bobby Orr is still in the running. John Candy is dead, unfortunately, so he's not in.
Any support for what's her name? Alanis Morissette.
I love her. I love Alanis Morissette. Absolutely. Absolutely. And I've met Alanis Morissette actually, so that's cool.
You often tell us about 87 times so far. So that's very feeling positive. And also, didn't you meet? It was on a set of a show or something. I can't remember the whole story. I always check out.
That's not a big deal. It's a set of a movie. Nobody's interested. Don't worry.
Definitely.
Move on positively, right? It's not a big deal.
Right. Anyway, what's up, everybody? As you can see, we got two new emotes. I'm not sure about both of them yet, but we got Olmec, and I saw a Toxic Cherry Juice. You asked, well, who is this guy? I put it in chat. Well, that's Olmec. That's the guy that controls the temple we're trying to get to every day. So Olmec's got to get an emote. Am I right? Come on, guys.
Obviously.
And the next one is a pal, which I'm not so happy with that yet. I'm gonna try to improve that a little bit for the bangs, obviously. And let me tell you, there's a few other improvements made to the stream, but as usual, they only happen when certain things happen on Philip's stream. So we have to wait, and hopefully we get there today, but you never know.
Hard to say.
We need to wait for certain things to happen, like him. What the conditions are: him banging into his desk, which that's definitely going to happen. Don't worry about that one.
Obviously.
And him saying, what's up, or the other thing 4 times. So just wait. Anyways, big ups, everybody. And Shadow Slammer says 3 Velcro rips in honor of Wayne Gretzky. Okay, that's easy enough. Here we go. There we go. Hopefully he heard that one. Thank you so much.
One for a reason.
Thank you so much for your service, Wayne Gretzky. Hope you're doing well out there. Anyways, okay. Big day today. I don't know. What is the big day? What is he playing? I don't even fucking know. Is it a big day? I don't think so, actually. I don't know. What's he playing? Who knows? Last night, though, was the fucking... why you guys didn't pay me enough money for, that kind of thing was last night. So I do have the ending of that, which people said was definitely worth watching. The ending of this.
Yes.
So let's watch the ending of that. Oh, real quick. Little Amberlynn segment, 3 minutes tops, okay? 3 minutes tops. So just in case anyone doesn't know, I do want to play. At one point, Amberlynn sprayed Pam on her food. Okay, and in case you haven't seen that,
that's not true.
Real quick.
Kind of like.
Real quick, it's worth
gently pat it in if you.
Here we go. There's the Pam,
and
it's stop. Yep.
Did she spray Pam on the food?
Okay, so this is a long time ago. This is like 5 years ago, and it's a very meme. Now it's the meme. It became a meme after this, and obviously people still bring it up. And it's just a meme. Like, it's kind of like, I'm trying to think of a comparable to DSP World. It's kind of like, why am I toxic? Okay, let's put it on that level.
Okay.
It's like, why am I toxic? It's one of those things we say. It's just if you say it and you're in that world, you instantly smile because it's funny, right? It's just a funny thing.
What do you say? Pam on salmon? What do you say?
No, did she put salmon on the food? That's literally the lasting quote. All right.
Got it.
But last night or 2 days ago, Amberlynn did a Q&A, and she talks about this meme, and it's just listen. And she sounds a lot like someone we know. So here we go. Someone's going to ask a question about that meme. Here we go.
Oh, I feel bad even saying that. But I still love the song. Shh. Do you still spray Pam on the food? So if you guys don't know, years ago, I was making some salmon. I seasoned it like a normal.
Okay, of course. Now, this is a tip. I'm going to go through the little steps here. Making sure it's years ago. We're changed since then. It was so long ago, guys. All right? Keep that in mind.
And I was doing everything normal at the time, too, including spraying Pam on my food. That's perfectly normal. Nothing weird. Go ahead.
Person sprayed some Pam on top, what I considered like a normal person. It literally became a meme because I sprayed some Pam, which is oil, on top of my salmon where people add oil. At the time, I just didn't have liquid oil. So I sprayed
liquid oil?
Liquid oil
on top, which I thought was normal. People were going crazy. And still to this day, people literally go crazy about this, saying I don't know how to cook. Why would someone spray Pam on top of food? Like, just hectacana stuff.
Hectacana means like crazy stuff for her, by the way, for those that don't know.
What does that mean? I don't understand that
Well,
reference.
she's got this new word called hectic, but now she says hectacana. It's like it's an adjective.
Situation type deal. I see.
Yeah.
I'm watching a vlog. You know how many times I have seen someone spray Pam on top of salmon?
It's very normal.
On top of chicken. On top of all kinds of stuff that they put in the air fryer.
No, how many times have you seen that? What was that?
She's making it seem like it's a very normal thing to do.
Fact.
It's
and
not.
I'm still being attacked for it years later.
See?
It's hectic.
It's hectic.
But to answer your question, the answer is no. Simply because...
And by the way, I don't do that anymore, but it's totally normal. But I don't do it anymore.
I haven't made any meals where I had to do that. But yeah, it's kind of just...
Okay.
Such a weird thing to
it's so
make
weird.
fun of someone for. I don't know.
Hyperfocus? She was so close to saying hyperfocus, wasn't she?
Definitely.
You know? So close to hyperfocusing.
Like,
but...
make fun of someone for I don't know. Have you ever been
Okay, anyways, that's it. But I just thought that was incredible. All narcissists defend themselves in the exact same way, clearly. And it's to make sure you know how ridiculous that is, how many years ago it was, but also say you don't do that anymore, so don't make fun of me for it anymore, you know?
And also, it's not a big deal anyway. So it doesn't bother me at all, actually, so don't worry.
Okay, so that... by the way, you sound like that. See, for me, I saw people in chat defending the spraying the Pam on the food. Real quick take on that. It is not wrong, but it's just not a normal thing to do, isn't it? That's my take on it.
I wouldn't say it's bad per se. It's certainly not normal.
Yeah.
Especially because you could just like I don't know. It just doesn't seem right. It doesn't seem right at all, in my opinion, because you're getting like propellants and shit directly on the salmon, right? Like
that kind of spray feels weird spraying on the food, kind of. That like
a little bit. It feels
that kind of aerosol spray on the food. I don't know.
I don't know. Could you just decant a little bit of canola oil out of the Pam, just spray it into like a little cup first, and then maybe pour it on? Why are you putting? Wait, hold on a second. Why are you putting oil on your salmon if you're gonna like? She looks like she's gonna bake that. Or something.
Oh, yeah. No, she got to put it on the fry pan. She laid it. Oh, God, man. She put enough seasoning on that thing for 10 salmon. But yeah.
So she's going to put it on a frying pan, and she didn't think to spray the frying pan with the Pam.
Yeah, you should. I mean, the point of it is to spray the pan so it doesn't stick as much. But all right,
okay,
anyways.
Well, okay. Well,
anyway, moving forward positively. Here.
I'm felted.
Meth Bear in the house says 8 years on the Kings and 0 cups, not so great. Well... That's true. That is true, but
hold on. Let me field this one because I'm going to felt you in just a second. Because he has 4 Stanley Cups with the Edmonton Oilers in 84, 85, 87, and 88. Okay? Mm-hmm. That's a dynasty right there.
No, well, he had hell of a team. Hell of a team. Let's want to be clear.
The late 80s Oilers? Oh, mama. We love it.
They're so good, like you could have taken Gretzky off the team, they're probably still winning. That's my take. But anyway,
I mean, he's kind of the cherry. He's kind of the glue that binds the whole thing together. Really, you had Mark Messier, you got Wayne Gretzky. What more do you need?
He's the maple syrup that ties the whole pancake together.
Yep. Yep.
Okay, moving forward positively. Enough of this sports talk. We're losing viewers by the second here. Amberlynn, then sports. But we're going to continue on positively here.
Girls are still here.
That's true. We didn't lose them yet. It's coming, though. Okay, this is the end of the stream of last night, where we have to, of course, we told everyone about the 20 worst games. By the way, the people that voted for Stellar Blade were the winners last night, correct? That was the number 1 worst game or most disappointing playthrough?
No, it was not actually.
Oh, excuse me. Fake news. It was what?
It was Metaphor.
Oh, Metaphor. Was it?
Which
was it? Was it?
Yes, it was. Yes, it was.
It was Metaphor. Okay.
You're pissed.
Metaphor. See, that's how little I cared. Metaphor was the winner. Stellar Blade was number 2 at least, right? Come on. No, we don't have the list. We'll get the list. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Who cares? That's not important.
I think I do have the list, actually. Hold on.
Okay, we'll get it up. But anyways.
Number 2 was Like a Dragon Infinite Wealth. Guess what number 3 was?
Final Fantasy 7. Has to be.
Wrong.
What?
Get one more guess. Guess what it is?
Baldur's Gate 3.
Correct.
I know that's
Baldur's Gate 3 is number 3.
The game he made a fuck ton of money on, even though he didn't want to play it.
Would you like to know how much money he made on that?
How much?
Well, in tips alone, he made $5,314 in tips.
Okay, it seems pretty good.
3.
Hopefully he can afford the game by now.
Well, somebody bought it for him, I think, so I don't think that's a problem.
Okay, good. That's ridiculous. It's ridiculous for so many reasons, especially when he bitches about having to buy games. Remember that, guys? He says, guys, I got to buy games. They're really expensive, guys. $60. I don't want to plop down $60.
That's a full-cost game, a AAA game.
Right. All right, so this is the end of that, where we're kind of doing the fadeaway, press conference at the end, letting us know how tough it is in his life. Let's go.
Go up for the streams. So what do you want me to do? Listen, this is both a business and a hobby. I'm a lifelong gamer. I love video games. It's my passion. It's what I love to make content about. Okay? I love games like this. I would have loved to do a full playthrough for all of you. I'm sad that I didn't. But... This is my business and my job as well as my hobby.
Okay.
My
I
business
can't just
and my
sit
job.
here and play
is that what he said?
As well as my job that I didn't. But this is my business and my job as well as my hobby.
Okay.
I can't just sit here and play whatever I want, because if I did, in this case, I would have went out of business in 2024. Okay. I would have been playing all these RPGs and no one would have shown up.
What?
I can't make
weird how he chose that time. Because 2024. Now we have a fancy new timeline to look at. 2024 was beautiful. Let's see. 2024
was last year.
Yeah, so that 2014. He said, right? Excuse me, 14.
Thank you.
So that's after This Is How You Don't Play. But what? Oh, he's talking about when he moved in. I guess when he moved into his new house.
I guess so.
I
thought it was funny that you were watching Act the King the other day, and it was 2014, and he was talking about RPG Overload back then.
He never stopped about RPG Overload. Oh, maybe he's talking about that exact moment. Okay, maybe that's
people engage and like content. All I can do is showcase said content in an entertaining and fun way and hope that it works for you too.
Yeah.
This game resonates with me, but it doesn't resonate with the mainstream chunk of my audience. So because of that, sadly, I just don't have the ability to play what I want. I want to play this.
Like
I still want to play this. To this day, I want to play Metaphor, but I can't. I have to play what I have time for on streams. I don't have time to play a 100-hour RPG off streams. I purposefully disconnect myself from gaming when I'm off stream so that I don't have overload. Can you imagine if I streamed all day games, that I went offline and I played more games? I'd be
with how little you play games on stream, I think you'd probably be fine. But you know what I mean? Like, what are we pushing? 2 hours a day on gaming? Really? On his streams?
I mean, depending on how many tech issues we get that day, it could be plus or minus an hour on that. I think.
True.
Now, I'd be so upset that my entire life is just inundated with video games that I probably wouldn't even enjoy them anymore, right?
Oh, no.
So, listen,
you enjoy them so much right now.
Not much that I can do. If people are going to say, I'm not going to show up and watch Metaphor, not much that I can do. If people are going to say, I'm not going to...
See that? That's
that was
rare.
A quadruple wipe. That was a quadruple.
You do the snort sax push, and then inside the middle of your thighs, like crotch wipe. It's very tough.
Your
tough
thighs
move.
are chafing, so you take some grease from the bridge of your nose, and you just use that to moisturize your thighs.
Watch this.
Listen, there's just not much that I can do. If
Double
people
harvest?
are going to say, I'm not going to show up and watch
quick.
Metaphor because I don't like JRPGs, despite the fact that I have tried to express to you guys multiple times, these streams are not just about the game. It's a social experience. You can come by and hang out with me, and we can have fun conversation, and we can have a chill atmosphere and vibe, even if you don't like the game. We've done that with many games before. A lot of people didn't like Minecraft, but they loved the Minecraft streams. A lot of people don't. Oh my
God! Look at that great cat comment in chat. It said, "Look how much fun old Phil is having in this footage. Look at him in that footage, sitting there, leaning back."
Games before. A lot of people didn't like Minecraft, but they loved the Minecraft streams. A lot of people
because it was just you spouting off nonsense. That's why it was so fun, and you had high viewership.
I'm sorry, you are the one who didn't like Minecraft, Philip.
Yeah.
I think everybody else was saying I don't think there's a single other person out there in the world that's like, Minecraft's a bad game.
Yeah, he was the only one fighting that, and then everyone was there because it became like Philip just like spilling his guts, which everyone likes, even his own fans like that, and also they could pay to make him make stuff for him.
It's kind of like the Stellar Blade effect, where it's like, yeah, people are going to show up to that now because you made such a big like stink about not playing it. that it's going to be funny watching you torture yourself because of how much you obviously hate it.
Yeah.
And that's your own
like
fault,
Microsoft
brother.
Flight Simulator.
And he waits,
but they enjoy relaxing with me. When
he waits until it's years too.
Like,
what the fuck? Why can't I pause?
Microsoft Flight.
He waits till it's years too late to not do it, and then bitches at people when they don't show up when he gets there.
Exactly.
So
Nobody's
very
talking
cool.
about this.
Huh?
Why are we talking about this right now?
What?
Simulator, but they enjoy relaxing with me when I do those streams. But for some reason, when it's a JRPG, people won't show up. I've tried again and again, and I'm sorry, I can't take the blame for the fact that I worked my butt off trying to make.
I can't take the blame, bitch.
I can't take the blame. Not I won't take the blame, but I cannot be blamed for this ever.
Kyle, by the way, little side story here. I'll take you on. Kyle yesterday on the pre-stream. Not the pre-stream, whatever it was on the night stream, was literally saying, like, this is my last day as mod, I don't care what I say, and he was saying some very derogatory things about the playthroughs and stuff, and he's saying right there, where's Stardew, though, like saying, here's another game you could play like that, you gave that up, too, and I don't know what's the deal with him, but we'll see, we'll follow that story as it develops here. Kyle.
Make these work, and
maybe a second rogue mod, Kyle.
People still won't show up.
Second rogue mod has hit the stream.
It sucks, because here's why this is number one on the list.
Go ahead, please.
Even after a year of RPG burnout and me staying away from RPGs, I gave this one a shot and it still failed. And a lot of people have said this in the chat recently. I remember it was Sarah earlier that had said it. Said, so does this mean
Sarah
that you
Barclay.
can't play RPGs anymore? You know, I don't know.
Yes.
I legit don't know. Is that what it means? That my audience is now so detached from RPGs and enjoying them that I just can't play RPGs anymore?
Seems like it. What are you going to do, cry about it?
I don't know what else to say. I wish that it wasn't the case. I wish that I had the freedom to play whatever I wanted. But the truth is, folks, here's the truth. All right? Let's be real talk as we end this list.
I'm getting a bit of a headache right now because
year,
I swear,
you didn't know
I
this,
swear
is that I'm
to
not
God,
free to just
2
play
weeks
whatever
ago,
I want.
he said the exact
Why?
opposite of that.
Yes. During the King arc, he very clearly stated, I can play whatever I want thanks to you guys. Thanks so much for your support, everybody. Right?
I'm sure that's what he said, but why would he be saying this right now? Because it's the exact opposite thing. That makes no sense.
Well, now he became with this new plan of normalized wage quitting. You know what I mean? So. Yeah. That's cool.
Because I'm not a million sub YouTuber.
Yes.
I don't have 1,000 viewers plus.
Oh, you mean like Review Tech USA?
On my streams. I don't have the amount of attention and popularity. I'm not beloved by everyone on the internet. And because of that,
I'm not beloved by everyone on the internet.
I swear to God, the opposite was just being said less than 2 weeks ago. I swear.
I'm not beloved by everyone. Now, like a King arc over, now we're back to our normal pity begging, please. Yep. Great.
Pauper party now. Prince party over, pauper party begin.
Back to our normally scheduled pity parties.
I'm a little guy.
Popularity. I'm not beloved by everyone on the internet.
Oh, that's one thing about. I promise I'll stop talking about the timeline. I promise I will at some point, but not yet, because it still took me a lot of time. Look. When you see it like this, look how little the King arc matters in terms of it. In terms of the scale, you know what I mean? Like, it's that amidst to being down from the rafters, that point right there on the right, you see? It's 2 months, and that's it.
Yeah.
It's gone, and it's like it never happened. Just Thanos thumbed out of here.
Dude,
Thanos
he treats that like that was January of last year. Like, he talks about last year being an amazing year, starting in September, in fucking Q3 of last year, brother.
Yeah, it's really wild. But it's like so nothing in the grand scheme. But just wait, how long this year we're going to talk about that too? Until it's like it's still a positive thing right now, and especially it's still like a cool memory we had. But it's not going to last the whole year like that. It's going to be like, that's forever ago, guys. Stop bringing it up. Like, it's going to happen, Well, those days are gone. Stop talking about it, everybody. If you bring that's it. You're banned. Get out of here. You're bringing up old shit.
Anyone who still brings up the Kino Casino arc is just like, why do you remember that? That was like a million weeks ago.
That's coming. That is coming. Just what month?
I have to pick and choose what I play, the things that you want to see, and things that will work for my streams. You get that, right? That's business.
I get that, yeah.
And it's funny because some people like to pin, well, it's your fault. It's
That's
my
business.
fault. Well,
listen to
I don't know
this.
what else to say.
What?
I am who I am. Do you want me to change who I am? Would you like me to be fake?
What?
Would you like me to be an actor for streams? A character?
You're
a
the one who
cartoon?
needs to be asking yourself these questions.
With a vest and sunglasses and a big fake wig and a stupid mustache and yell
You
like I'm a
did that!
G.I. Joe character from the 1980s? Did I dye my hair
Santa
blue?
Claus!
Oh, he's talking about Dr. Disrespect.
Yes, but he literally did those things,
Yes.
and like, okay, you're gonna say, oh, he didn't dress up like a cartoon character, G.I. Joe. He dressed up like literal Santa Claus a scant 2 weeks ago.
Santa, Bob Ross, Ryu, Hillary Clinton. He's done all of these characters. He's done them all. Huh? What?
Dress up with a vest and sunglasses and a big fake wig and a stupid mustache and yell like I'm
fake
a
beard,
G.I.
big
Joe
fat belly.
character
Sack full of toys.
from the 1980s. Did I dye my
Indian
hair blue
accent
and
for some reason.
Yeah.
do dabbing and dancing around and try to get trick shots in Fortnite? I mean, I could do that.
No, you can't.
But then I
no,
don't
no, you can't. Actually, you cannot do trick shots in Fortnite. So...
Yeah, I think that's the part you're missing right there. You got the costume. Costume's down. He's got that down pat. I think DSP probably has more costumes than any streamer I know of. Like,
probably.
If you count vests as costumes, he's got a lot.
Eddie J is a good question. Didn't he tell side scrollers he acts on his streams? He didn't come out and say acts, but he did say it's kind of he plays up aspects of it, right? Because he knows that's what his audience wants. And his whole past was definitely acting, though. His whole past was definitely acting.
He's been like oscillating between like that and saying, "Oh well, yeah, I do play up the rage. Everybody sees me getting angry and I go wah 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 wah." Right?
Yeah.
So yeah, you do fake stuff already. So like this is you. So like. I do want you to change from that, by the way. I think you should change away from this dumbass, like, fake streamer persona that you've developed and just do something normal. The best.
But Jono Bond says, do you like the new tech scrolling leaderboard? I like how it causes so many problems. That's what makes it fun.
You know what? I like how little it distracts from what's going on screen. So that way I can look at all the flashing lights. I can hear the bopping of the microphone. I can see him looking at the corners and see Jasper come up. My attention's just everywhere. There's so much to pay attention to.
I mean, what else can we possibly add to this fucking screen now? We'll see.
Like a second Devoom.
Yeah, second Devoom. Yeah, what, like a casino, like a slot machine, just to totally take over their their persona. I got a slot machine now. I mean, just thought it was cool. I mean, Ashton has one.
Yeah, I put a pinball table back here. I don't know how to play it, but it's really loud and it's flashing lights. So that's cool.
You understand? I wouldn't be original. I wouldn't have been here for 16 years.
So wait, see, I'm going to read a little Kyle here just so you know what I'm talking about. He says, the audience either comes because they enjoy the creator or they enjoy the game. I don't see which we're getting, We see which we're getting here, LOL. Okay, there we go.
But
then I wouldn't be me. You understand? I wouldn't be original.
I think Kyle's like just trying to see what it takes to get banned at this point.
Yeah, I've been here for 16 years.
He wants the Irish Chef Sakai treatment, I think.
Yeah, like just ban me, dude.
I would have been just
is
another
there a
Muppet.
song parody in here somewhere where it's like instead of I Gotta Be Me is it Frank Sinatra who sings that? I gotta be re, something like that.
I don't know that song well enough. That's before my time. I know people don't believe that, but it's before my time. It's before my time. It's before my time. There's a post under the video on Phil's channel that Phil responded to that might be worth reading. Big Ups, Big Guy. Make sure I do that. Make sure I do that, Snood.
Will do.
And that's what I never wanted to be. Do you understand? I wanted to be myself. And when I play games like that, like Metaphor, I feel like a different side of me comes out because I truly have passion for games like that. You would hope that comes through.
But it doesn't,
what I'm noticing is that people don't seem to care anymore.
Yeah, really, dude, all that matters is what whale shows up that day. They don't give a fuck what you're playing. You know what I'm saying? Right. It's all a song and dance that we're like, well, we got to get the games. It's a whale shows up or they don't show up. And that's it.
And how long do you have to be doing this to realize that, like, the thing that's coming through is that you're a greedy asshole? Like, that's what's coming through. And that's why there's so many people saying that to you every single day.
Just being honest, people are missing some of the best games and playthroughs that I can do.
Oh, now we're yelling at people directly for not enjoying those games too. Well, smart. By enjoying, I mean paying. Almost ready to go. Still setting up a bit. Anyone pumped for Monday Night Raw? Philip said, all I know about Raw is Punk versus Rollins. Everything else, I'm going in cold. Ooh, going in cold?
Okay. I'm going in Raw.
I meant a certain streamer that's on the detractor beam going in cold.
No. And there's nothing I can do to make people on the internet like me more when there's such a level of negativity and hatred towards me that's completely unwarranted.
Okay.
If anything this year, have we
I thought that doesn't exist anymore, though. I really thought that didn't exist anymore. Wow. Okay.
I thought that went away. I thought you defeated us, right?
Yep.
That's right. We're all gone.
It's not our fault, guys. We can't do anything to affect him. Oh,
nope.
Slideshow started. All right, we still got 10 minutes.
On the internet, like me more. Ugh. When there's such a level of negativity and hatred towards me that's completely unwarranted. If anything this year, have we not seen that all the bullshit strawman arguments have been dispelled?
I dispelled that by saying it's true. Got it?
Right. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Sorry, I'm dented and I'm having a hard time processing that. So it's dispelled because they were factually right about it. And they can't make fun of me anymore because they were right all along.
Dispelled by saying it's true. That means you dispel it. So a lot of people saying I was a murderer, and this year I dispelled all those rumors by saying I was a murderer. So you're felt it.
Well, it's like O.J. Simpson, kind of, right? Like you just made it so obvious that it was you that it kind of became like a joke, right? And that's just sort of like nobody really like even's mad about that anymore, right?
Yeah, that's it.
So WWE Champions thing, the Phil's scammer and horrible towards his audience thing. All these things were picked apart.
That's the end of it? All those things were picked apart? How? Put in the forefront by June the King's documentary?
Yeah, they were made available to a wider audience, and now you can't make fun of me anymore because it's old news. Everybody knows this.
Oh, okay.
Phil's scammer and horrible towards his audience thing. All these things were picked apart, microanalyzed, put under the microscope, and it was exposed that none of these things are true.
But
if some of them have a nugget of truth,
it's
nothing to the extent where someone should hate on me. And not like Darkside Phil and hate his guts and start a hate campaign against him.
Yes.
These are
hate campaign.
Very, very unhinged individuals who are looking to do this kind of stuff to me. My reputation
included.
Right?
How did we get to this point from talking about metaphor again? I'm not sure how we got here.
I'm not sure. I think it's something about like it's not my fault that I don't stop playing RPGs. It's because of the trolls. I think
trolls made the RPG his audience not like RPGs. Oh, okay. Well, that makes sense. So. That makes sense. I get it.
My
we have another
business hurting you, saying awful things that aren't true about me on a daily basis. We all know this now. So I can't make those people go away.
Darkside Dabbing says, we went from a game ranking video to another podcast segment.
Yeah,
that's true.
All I can do is do what I can to persevere through it and continue to make content and not give up. And that's what I've done for 16 years. And I'm not going to stop doing that. Okay? Yep. But definitely in 2024, I saw a pattern that sadly,
Here we go.
I can't just play whatever I want.
Okay.
There was a time when I could. My early days.
That's not even true. That is not even true. Summer of Retro was a thing DSP did during the summer when there was downtime. That was like in 2011 or 12, and his views were down, and he bitched about it before every fucking video came out. He's like, all right, guys, we're going to see. Hopefully the views pick up on this one.
Hope the trolls will let me play this game for once.
That was in 2011, he was saying that, guys. He had to play AAA games, and that's it.
It's not even true, and he was even just saying literally the exact opposite thing less than 30 days ago.
Yes.
Is he a YouTuber? I could pick any game out of a hat. It could be the worst game, the best game, somewhere in between, a game you've heard of, a game you've never heard of, an indie game, a big AAA game. Didn't matter what it was.
A game you've never heard of. I don't think Philip knows any game that we've never heard of, to be honest.
Before the negativity hit me, I was able to...
When was that? When did that start exactly?
Play whatever I wanted, and I could get an audience for it.
Okay. 2013 then.
All the memes against me. This is how you don't play movement, the toxic troll movement, all this shit.
The toxic troll movement. When did that start?
That old political party.
Yep, the old toxic trolls.
Toxic troll movement.
Okay. All these idiots that do it today.
Oh, wait.
Toxic troll movement, all this shit, the SOK.
I thought the SOK, you kind of respect them. What happened there? Shit.
I thought you crushed them, too. What the fuck? I don't know what to think anymore.
Now we hate SOK again?
All these idiots that do it today.
All these idiots.
Killed any kind of chance that I could have a following that just likes to watch me play whatever. It will never happen. Do you understand that?
Okay, I've never hit this more meaningfully than right now.
You have done that yourself.
Okay, let's go.
People like me, but they like me in context. They like me.
What does that mean? What does that mean?
They like me in context.
So like, hold on. What is DSP out of context exactly? Is that just not knowing who he is? Like,
that's
like
pretty bad then, huh? That's pretty fucking bad, right?
I don't really know this guy. I don't really like him. I don't know. Like, I never heard of him before. No, I don't really like him. I don't know him.
That sounds very bad.
Do you understand that? People like me, but they like me in context. They like me when I'm playing a FromSoft game and I'm failing and raging, or I'm overcoming challenge. They like me playing a fighting game where I'm kicking butt, but also kind of talking trash.
Okay.
They like me when I'm playing Call of Duty and I'm getting kill streaks, but then I fuck up and it's hilarious when I die and I make a big mistake. They like me when I'm playing a big action game or an epic story game that's a AAA game because they want to see my take on it.
Okay, so what about your RPGs then?
But most people today just don't like me playing RPGs because they don't care about the niche. They don't care about the true passion of Phil. They just don't like me that much.
Dude,
wow. Oh my God! So he's just saying to his legit audience, "You guys don't like me enough to let me play what I want."
I guess, dude, like recontextualize in that as that like a little kid or something. It's like, oh, I guess you guys just don't like me, huh?
Yeah.
That's why you don't pay me to play RPGs. You guys just don't like me.
You guys don't like me enough. That's it.
Oh, sorry. Yeah.
The passion of Phil.
Care about the true passion of Phil. They just don't like me that much.
Yeah, the stages of the cross on Phil.
Nurbury, I'm gonna need you to make that happen, brother. The passion of Phil. You know, get that crown of thorns on him really good. You know,
Jim Caviezel as Darkseid Phil. He's being scourged through the streets and whipped and stuff. That'd be hype. Someone stabs him with a spear.
The passion of Phil. Like SOK is throwing rocks at him as he walks down, you know.
They use VFX to give him really, really blue eyes for some reason.
The niche. They don't care about the true passion of Phil. They just don't like me that much. And there's nothing I can do about that.
Mel Gibson is Phil.
I can't just make the internet.
Who are we talking to?
Internet like me after a decade.
People who are here supporting, I guess.
But it sounds like he's talking shit to them. It's like he's talking to the internet at large, but like jumping over his own fans, kind of. Like, I'm talking to the internet here, not you, dumb fucks.
I think he's hoping for this is like going to be his viral moment right now. So
I guess. Okay, sorry.
Hate. You know, the only way I could do that is to be fake and to pretend to be someone I'm not. And I refuse to do that. Okay. I'm not going to be someone who I'm not and put on a persona and put on an outfit and put on a voice or an affectation and dress a certain way and get sponsors and partnerships and kiss butt and wear the goody two shoes.
Remember you said you don't want to do that though.
Or on the flip side of that.
Okay, he said flip side. I don't know who's flip side here. Hold on.
Thank you.
Play playing.
Hateful, mean person and always rag on people and be the drama asshole. I'm not going to do any of that.
You do that.
I'm just going to continue to be me.
Do that.
Yes.
If anything, I've proven
you tried to do that as long as you could.
Just being me. But sadly, I have.
Bonk.
I'll count it. Yeah, here's the new thing. No, let's wait. We're gonna get a live bang. Let's wait. I got a button to push for that, but let's wait.
To make smart decisions for myself and my family. This is not a joke. This is a business that needs to be run in a way that I'm putting out content that people want to consume. Because if the idea of a job is that you put in work to create a product or output that people will then consume and purchase for monetary means, and then you can make a living doing it, then I have to make content people want to consume. People sadly don't
what product do they put out?
I know
to consume RPG content.
People don't want to consume RPG content. Okay, that's true across the internet, by the way.
RPGs get made every year, huh?
All right, hold on. Started, sadly. I want to hear the rest of that, though.
I heard Atlas saying he's never played a JRPG. Doesn't that sound like bullshit to you? Never played a Final Fantasy?
He's played those.
He said on your show that he didn't.
Oh, Atlas never has. You're talking about DSP. I was like, what the fuck? Yeah, Atlas said he never played those. I don't know. He has some weird things. He does have a few weird things about him, Atlas.
Maybe JRPGs are too expensive. So, you know what I mean?
And he's pretty young, too. So, I mean, like me.
That's true, right? Not really in the glory days.
Yeah, no. He came like imagine if you were like your main gaming time like Final Fantasy's on like Final Fantasy 11 or something. Like it's a little bit different, right?
Yeah. You're not like, there's no Final Fantasy 6 out here. for people to like nowadays, huh?
It's like when we got there, it was like the main RPG was Final Fantasy, right? Like you had to play that.
Chrono Trigger came out in like what, 96, 97? Like
something like that.
That was fallen time.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the Level 1 Podcast.
Good start. Look at that. He's still got the fucked up text. Look, it's not the
squished show.
Squish text.
Updates, including the big reveal of the name of the new wrestling commentary show that I'll be doing tomorrow.
That's hype.
At exactly this time and place. Only
we'll be here
over
tomorrow
on my React channel, unless you're here watching on Kick. Also, we got some tech news coming out of CES, the big game tech show that happens once a year, and we'll be talking a little bit about that, plus updates on my current playthrough, scheduling, and the like.
Okay, we'll skip that.
Chill show.
Nope.
Lean back and relax. It is time for another fun morning edition of the Level 1 Podcast.
I'd really like to have like a hectic episode of Level 1 Podcast sometime.
Everything is chill. Every single thing is possibly chill except for like Street Fighter. That's rage inducing. And then everything else is chill, you know. I know someone is unbanning people because you see in Kick Chat there, BMW dealership reel. That was absolutely on the ban list.
Yes,
look, they are. Banned by, oh my God, see? Banned by Kyle. I bet it was unbanned by Kyle as well, maybe.
But look, Kyle banned Half Pound Beef and Trash twice yesterday.
Yeah, well, that's sometimes that happens on this site. I don't know if it's just a weird thing, like it's maybe it records twice or something. It's happened before. I've seen that. Just a few other things. Mike Downgrade Reel, shout outs for that one. My wife is very large reel.
I knew you'd see that one.
Hulk, this is a good one. Too. I love this one. Very, very, very detailed and amazing. Hulk Hogan over Hokkaido reel.
Ooh, that's good. What about, I see Geppetto, Ip, and Philnocchio.
Yes, I love that one as well. Darziak picked up on that, though. He's too sharp for that bullshit. Self-felted outdoor critters, the crusty ant. I love the crusty ant. You know why it's crusty, right, guys?
That's a good one. You were supposed to read a post underneath that.
Yes, I was. Yes, I was. Supposed to reply to. I was. Let's get that going. Hang on. Well, here, I'll get it. Wait till... No, I'll get it now. Why not?
Yeah, why don't you just get it now? Okay.
Why don't I just get it now? All right.
Why don't you just get it now?
Responses here. I don't see anything about response yet. I'll find it. Hold on, because I got to look for a few videos. There's a few possible videos it could be. So there's like wonky graphic. Oh my God, look at these fucking thumbnails. Atrocious thumbnails. Atrocious. Look at this.
Atrociously bad.
Look at this. This is a thumbnail. Look at that fucking font. What are we doing with that font?
Is this like a spooky Halloween font of some
I don't know. Yeah. Very weird. Very cool.
Very stupid.
I'll look for it. Big up Shiny Tifa says BG3 was disappointing because he had to rely on whales as a crutch as opposed to now. Hey, what's up, Jinx? So, did he say he didn't really bring up the whales thing, did he? He couldn't bring that. Like it was supported by a few people. He always puts it in a weird way like that, right? The pasta maker.
He did say something like, "Oh yeah, no one was supporting it," and then all of a sudden, like 1 or 2 or 10 people all of a sudden just came and supported the whole thing. So that's not fair.
That's what he's asking for now. You know what I mean? But
don't notice things. Please don't notice things.
Okay. Gotcha. The pasta maker says, this was one of the roughest all-hands meeting I've been to see JRPGs laid off in such a public manner. Oh, man. DSP has become the type of CEO he hates. Laying off people. And people in this case are RPGs. Definitely. Oh, it's under part 1 of the countdown. Big guys, I got it. Right here, then. Okay, I'll bring it up for you here. Okay, here we go. Okay, here we go. Ooh, okay. It's a chunky one.
Uh-oh.
Okay, so here we go. Ugh. I think the main issue your stream is running into is that there's been a giant gulf between your viewer base and your support base. We could say your audience is a solid 300, 700 or so viewers that are going to show up most streams, whereas 98% of your financial support comes from 3 or 4 individual people that seem to randomly donate hundreds of dollars for no rhyme or reason. As a result, I forgot to do read more. Oh my God, it's way longer than that. Anyways, I'll just it's 4 more paragraphs. Yeah, but anyways, you get the point. I understand it in the short term. This is how you make a living and seems foolish to not follow the money. But I think you have to make a concerted effort to break away from depending on just a few people and not be so quick to drop more popular games just because an Iron Chef Sakai doesn't drop in every single stream. It could be tough in the short term, but diversifying where your support comes from would be far more healthy for the stream in the long term, and I think it would allow you to start attracting a more diverse audience, which in turn would allow for you to play a more diverse set of games. That was the final paragraph. There's 3 more paragraphs, but I'm not reading. Philip then says, Iron Chef Sakai was not around during the entire RPG Overload arc. RPG Overload arc? He calls it an arc too?
God, man.
or for most of this year. Marvel Rivals failed both during the beta over the summer and at full release. It's very easy to seem like you're smarter than everyone else when you only select the points of data that back up your point you're trying to make. If I don't follow the games that make money, I won't be able to play games for a living. I will never outgrow this limitation because of my massive hater base that will never go away because YouTube allows them to illegally monetize their flander. I hate flander. Tired of flander. Tired of it. Flander. Stop the flander. Flander liable toward me, and there are enough mentally stunted people who watch YouTube and enjoy that kind of content. This has all been going over ad nauseum, but please continue to act like I'm the problem and be sure to monetize it somehow for maximum benefit. Wow. That is totally missing the point. Just pretending he has no point when he absolutely has a good point.
Accusing that guy of cherry picking data when he cherry picked the data about Iron Chef Sakai not being there.
Yes, that was the one point he had to refute his evidence. Oh yeah, Iron Chef Sakai wasn't there during that point, dumb fuck. How about that?
Well, a guy, and by that I mean a guy named Iron Chef Sakai wasn't there.
Yes,
so the person might have been there in some way.
Pizza Hut says, please stop getting mad at people when they make solid points and only speak this to benefit you and notice that you may be blind to. It's constructive criticism, not a full assault from someone who's here just to feel smarter than you. You're misjudging the point of this comment. Please take what people say into consideration. And maybe for once, stop thinking you are the only one who is correct. You aren't the only person on this planet. Well, that's wrong. So
idiot.
Phil didn't respond to that one. But yeah, great point. Thanks for making us check that out, big guy, because that was a good point worth checking out because you see Phil's mindset on that. Criticism only when it is completely in line with my thinking already. That's how it works. You know that.
Only I can criticize things.
Mm-hmm. Big ups to Ryan. Never myself. RPG Overload. Oh shit, hold on. Ryan says, RPG Overload, yet he's playing Dark Souls, which has RPG elements. Well, that's different because it has all the mods, Orion. You ever see the mods? Looks like a brand new game that came out.
It's a CRPG, not a JRPG, and you're felted.
Shadow Slammer says, hey bub, I write you know JRPG anymore, X-Men only. Okay, Shadow Slammer's here saying that he doesn't want me to play JRPGs anymore also, and that I should only play X-Men on Marvel Rivals. Thank you so much, Shadow Slammer.
Thank you.
Also, he says, please bub, Shadow Slammer here saying he doesn't have his medication yet, so please stop the RGBs. And also, he's having a liquid come out of his mouth for some reason. Thank you so much, Shadow Slammer. Nerd Brew says, by his logic, trolls made him play WWE Champions on stream. Mm-hmm. And
they did.
Find the lie.
They did, though.
Because he had to debunk the fact that he did actually play, which he did. He admitted to lying for 7 years about it. But he has to debunk that by proving it's true. Cool.
Now he didn't lose any money doing that, right? So it was free, right? It's not like you spent like $2,000 on the game, right?
Oh no, definitely not.
Okay.
Tricorder Transmission says liking DSP equals giving him money, like Snood does. You know that, Snood, right?
That's not true. Mm-hmm.
McDonald says bang, snort, sniff, wipe. Okay, guys? Correct. That is true. That sums up a stream. And Shiny Thief says, people don't like me, but I'm successful because I'm me and people like me. Sound good?
Sounds good to me.
No lies detected. Swaggy Davis Jr. says ALT and Snood is who I want in my corner. Mm-hmm. We'll be your corner demons. Absolutely. And Big Beppo says, now we need a Flanders emoji. No, I want to give you pause on those things. When those little moments come up, they're not worth an emote because the moment comes and goes. But if it stays a thing, then we'll talk about it. But big ups, Big Beppo. You're a legend. Let's go. Enough skip juice obtained now. We have too much skip juice. We'll be using that, flying that shit all over the place. Bukkake and the skip juice.
I'm thirsty for skip juice.
All right.
Go.
Okay, let's go.
Alrighty. Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the show. I'm DSP, and this is the Level 1 podcast for Monday, the 6th of January, 2025. Hello and welcome, everyone. As we have another 6th of January, 2025. Hello and welcome.
He got shocked by his mic. Holy shit, a mic there. Very good. Watch this. Watch.
Podcast for Monday, the 6th of January, 2025. Hello and welcome, everyone. As we have another lovely day of content scheduled. Let me actually adjust a little further. Every day, I'm basically trying to find the perfect spot for this mic where it'll be not blocking the background, but like in the ideal spot where I can talk.
See, it sounds good right there. See, when it gets so close, it sounds good as the other mic, but when it gets so fucking far away, you lose it again. Watch, it's so dumb.
Hear me better? I swear we're going to perfect this eventually.
Yeah,
we gotta
get it next
there,
year.
Right?
Oh, did I hear that?
Touching it.
I swear we're going to perfect this eventually. We got to get there, right? People have been telling me that this mic is designed to be closer to you. I'm like, well, when I'm gaming, that's fine. But when I'm here on the show, how am I going to have the mic in my mouth? It's going to be messing with the set. That's why yesterday we switched the portal gun to the other side.
What?
But
everyone does that.
A little bit more improvement. Okay. Every day, a little bit more tweaking in the light, and we'll figure it out.
The king of mic bumps is back. Let's go.
It's a matter of getting to the point where
he was like, okay, guys, I have the mic in the perfect spot here right now, so this is great. And then he just started fucking with it again. Like, he instantly went to touch it and move it around after saying it was in the perfect spot.
We're perfected and we're in the right spot, right? And we'll get there. So no worries there, but be sure to tell
me. It doesn't change every day. You know that, right?
If there's any problems, if it sounds like the mic is dropping, etc.
Depends on where the sun is, the weather. A lot of options.
One thing that I wanted to do, now that I'm just thinking about it,
definitely
I did want to loosen.
He got that because Worski has it, absolutely.
One of the filters just slightly.
What do you want to adjust? Oh, everyone's saying it's echoey.
I did notice that it was dropping just a tiny bit last night. I want to do the noise gate. I want to loosen it a little bit further.
Yeah, what?
Okay, I loosened it a little further. I'm hoping that when I game now today, it won't pick up more noise. We'll have to see if there's an echo or not.
Perfect.
But, every day a little bit more tweaking, right?
Every day, yep.
So anyway, welcome to the show, everybody. I hope that you're all in good spirits. I know that recently I've been having some tech issues,
yes,
right?
absolutely.
And I think I finally...
As you can see, I haven't solved any of them, by the way. As you can see by these crunch tip goal.
I made them much worse.
Oh, that mic sounds bad today, DSP. Oh, KickChat is just, they have totally turned. Like, they're not even pretending to be positive anymore in KickChat. It is just endless. And I think it's because Kyle has turned. Because there's less bands. Running wild now.
Yes.
There used to have to be some kind of, decorum. Now, fuck it. Just go nuts.
It was funny because yesterday, once again, here I am. I'm struggling.
Okay,
trying to get everything working
right,
and get to work and everything, and I'm frustrated. I'm like, why is this not working? Why is that not working?
Bobby.
And after messing with these things over and over, I think I start to understand what's going on.
Okay.
Yeah, look at this.
Yeah, look at this.
I think here's what's happened.
Oh,
okay,
please,
I think I finally figured it out. Quite frankly.
Oh, great.
What was it? We figured it out.
I have a whole new layout, set up for stuff since this new PC a month ago.
Yeah.
And what's been happening is I keep changing my setup every day. Like there's a little different, right?
Yeah.
So what's ended up happening was
he's so distracted trying to do something while talking. You cannot do that. It doesn't work out.
No, especially not for someone with as limited mental agility as DSP has in general.
And he's looking across the room. Remember
one thing? I screwed something else up. All right. So, for example, right now, I would click on something to edit it.
Yeah.
And as I'm going to click on it to edit it, I accidentally click on something else.
Yeah. That's because your computer is a mile away from your eyes.
Oh, yours totally different.
No, that's not the reason.
My laptop is in a different position, further to the right. My keyboard and mouse have been repositioned. And I think what's happening is I literally make one misclick, and it would screw up.
Simple misclick.
An entire part of my layout. Like yesterday, I couldn't figure out why can't I click on and edit my leaderboard. And then come to find out, I think I had clicked on it, and there's a way that you can lock.
Come to find out,
something in OBS.
Wouldn't you know it?
You can't edit it. And I think that's what I did. I think I had accidentally locked it.
Lock feature of OBS, real quick, is the most obvious feature on OBS. It's a big fucking lock that is next to every single thing you can put on your stream. You unlock it or lock it. That's it. It's so obvious, man.
It's right next to the little eyeball that lets you hide and show them like you're doing right now.
Yeah, so you can see, I can unlock it and move it however the fuck I want, and then I lock it. It doesn't matter if I click it; it just stays where it is, and it's like the level 1 feature of OBS. Like every single source has that feature.
You know what? It's like I would say it's like not even like the level 1 feature. It's just like it's the thing that people who have been using it for however long they use it for, like discover and like within a year, I would say, like. Locking your overlay in place, it just is just a quality of life thing. It's just it makes you stop fucking shit up on your stream. You know what I mean?
Yes. Like, I make sure every single thing is locked, because if it's not, I always fuck with it, and I accidentally touch that
all over the place.
Yeah, you don't want to do that, so then you lock it. That solves the problem. But DSP is DSP, so
you can't edit the item anymore. Now, what's funny is I'm trying to replicate that right now. Like, for example,
oh my god, let's try to replicate it.
What does that mean?
If I go to my gameplay screen, okay. Oh, and by the way, I had this hidden by accident.
Oh, by the way, I have this hidden by accident.
And this was where I was having issues because it wasn't allowing me to edit. But now I don't see that. It's so weird.
Wow. Oh my god, we're going back here.
Misclicking stuff.
Okay, so is the problem here that
and when I right click and misclick,
he has his text in some group?
Yes, he dragged something in a group and he hasn't realized it, and that's fucking up everything. Because he's trying to change it inside that group, which will change it inside that group, but then when he goes different scene, it's not in that group, it's fucked up. So there we go.
Problem
solved. Right click, and when I right clicked and misclicked, it was screwing the entire group of stuff up in OBS, leading to tons of problems. Like I couldn't even get my pop-ups to work right.
Okay, well, we'll figure it out.
Look at this.
Big ups Hoskew says BG3 was the most profitable playthrough he's had in years. Oh, I've had in years, but it almost ruined my life and channel because I got 15 fewer on-demand viewers than normal. Sounds good to me, dude.
Yeah.
I couldn't even.
Also, I was embarrassed because I had to marry a bear or fuck a bear.
Get my pop-ups to work. They're all screwed up.
My trolls made a fucking song about it, and they laughed about it. I really hated that.
Yeah, and I watched that whole thing. And I hate it, but I will still watch it.
Misclicking, they were auto.
I do love that song though.
I do love that song.
And being all messed up. So what I'm going to have to do is some of the things that I screwed up the sizing of, I'm just going to have to re-add and start over. But I think I'm getting to the bottom of what's going on, that these things are screwing up. And I apologize.
I'm sorry, it's just boring. How the fuck was Dentoko second? Because he couldn't finish it with Cat?
Yeah, obviously. Come on.
That's it? Because Cat left? So he's kind of low-key blaming Cat.
He wouldn't do something like that.
I mean, sounds like it to me.
Apologize for the tech issues. You may notice something a little different with our leaderboard.
Yeah, it looks horrible.
So
the letters
here's what's going on
correct.
with the leaderboard. I have it now on basically a ticker, a scroll, which is what tons of things do. You know, you see newscasts do it, podcasts do it.
Dude.
So I'm going to do it like that from now on. Now, here's how it's going to work.
Because I can't figure out how to fix it.
By the way, Philip just started a poll for the marathon in the real time because we're a little behind. I would consider the best choice. The choices are Rageathon, Mega Man 1-6 Challenge Run, and Dino Crisis. I believe Mega Man 1-6 Challenge Run is a great choice, but what do you think, Snood?
Definitely Mega Man Challenge Run.
I recommend voting for that.
I would absolutely love to watch that because I don't think he's getting past Mega Man 3 in one sitting.
So if you have a vote, I would recommend voting for Mega Man 1 or 6 if you're so inclined. But vote with your heart.
It's 1 through 6. He's going to do all 6.
Yes. So vote with your heart
to the show. I will add in their contributions. As that leaderboard gets more populated, it'll actually like change its size. It resizes automatically. So
that's true. Save state, Ron. That's true too.
All right.
But it ends up looking better the more information that's on it. So you might say, well, what do you mean? I'll show you. Ready?
No, please, show us.
Chat are like, well,
we are doing this again. You thought we could be done, but we're not.
Ready? Watch this.
Feels like I'm watching ESPN, says ALT's mic on.
Yeah, this definitely does. Like when I smash a bunch of letters.
So as I put more information on it, it now will auto-size to fit the screen.
Oh, my God.
And so it'll always fit.
Oh, my God.
But the more on it, the skinnier the letters.
No,
so
get out of town.
And we put your names on the leaderboard, which you will always get credit for when you contribute.
Get out of here.
The leaderboard will change its aspect ratio there. Some people were like, oh, it looks like it's right now it's like stretched. Well,
it is stretched.
But it will actually fix itself as people contribute and we get people up there. You see?
That's not a good idea.
Have a long name.
And that does not have to be the case either. He says the wrong fucking setup, but okay.
So I know it's weird. People are like, what? So,
no, actually, who cares? I'm bored. Play games. Can we stop the scrolling? Wow, are you serious?
There you go. We're going to try this out today all day. We'll see how it works. I think that it's going to end up looking good. But the thing is, it's changed. You know, I've had a static leaderboard for what, 7, 8 years, right? Ever since I started doing the leaderboard back in 2017.
Yep. So, during your begging for the taxes marathon, I found that in a previous deep dive. That started when he wanted to get money for the taxes. He started the leaderboard thing. I know a lot of other people do it, so I'm gonna do it too. It's just gonna be a temporary thing, but it never left.
I swear he used to say that he would never do something like that too. Did he not?
Yes, he did. Oh, shout outs to my lore stream this week, that's a good transition. It's going to be things DSP said he would never do, but ended up doing, and that will be one of them.
Oh, yes. Okay.
Some people are like, oh, I'm afraid of change, and I can't handle change, and I don't want to. I don't want them. It's moving. It's driving me nuts.
It looks like shit.
This way, it always fits. With the other leaderboard, we were having issues getting it to fit.
Yeah, side scroller, good idea.
And auto-sizing makes more sense.
Yeah, if ever you're referencing it with your SOK account, just call it the side scroller leaderboard. That's the good way to do it. Good idea.
Sense than having it not fit and look awkward, okay? So let's try it. Let's see how it goes. Who will be the first contributor today?
I'm not a big fan of the side scrollers, but your side scroller leaderboard looks kind of cool, DSP.
Yeah, did you get this idea? Did you get this idea from the side scrollers? They're not my favorite.
So we can get you up on the leaderboard and see how it works, right? So
say you hate them though. Why you say that?
So tech things aside, all right. Today's show should be great. We got a lot of topics to talk about today, including some tech stuff coming out of CES.
Oh, that shit. Okay.
Yeah, I've seen some stuff on Twitter about CES, so I'm gonna quickly pretend I know anything about anything.
And, bring up the articles. Okay, yeah. Bring up the article.
Consumer Electronics Show, correct? That's what it is. Consumer Electronics Show.
Yes.
A couple things there to cover. I'm sure there'll be more stuff happening over the week as well, because this show usually has a lot of big announcements and things that happen in the tech industry.
And a lot of things I can buy.
So we'll be talking about those. Plus today, I'm going to reveal. Excuse me, I tickled my throat. I'm going to reveal
tickling my throat, Ashton.
The logo and new name of the wrestling commentary show that will begin tomorrow.
That'll
with myself and Ashton.
How long are we going to push that out? I mean, it's going to be what, 5 minutes for the reveal? What are we going to do? Get a whole history? Oh God, whole history of wrestling first before we get that fucking announcement.
Remember, we've been talking about this
whole history with Ashton. My whole history with wrestling.
A while now. And finally, we put it together. Tomorrow morning, in the place of this podcast, I'll be broadcasting this new show on my DSP Reacts channel, as well as on my Kick channel. So you'll be able to watch it live. And, of course, after the fact on demand. Tonight is the big premiere of Monday Night Raw on Netflix. And I have Netflix now. So I'm ready to watch it.
Add that to the monthly bills.
Take notes and talk all about it. Over the course of tomorrow's, new commentary show. All right, so we're going to talk about that this morning, the big announcement. Plus, we will have updates on everything going on. The big announcement. Plus, we will have updates on everything going on.
Chunky.
All these playthroughs and the like. In fact, I think what we should do is we should start with this. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. Overwhelming support again yesterday. Thank you all so very much.
Overwhelming. Thanks so much to Jinx.
3 goals yesterday when it comes to support. And that means that we are only 2 goals away from having our next fun celebratory event, which is going to be a marathon of gaming. And we've talked about it over the week. Every day we're narrowing it down a little more. So what are the options right now? Option number 1 would be a Rageathon. Where basically you guys pick maybe 4 raging dudes.
Bounding Box Reel just showed up in Kick Chat. Big ups, Bounding Box.
Games, and I try them over the course of the day.
Okay, come on.
And then written stuff. Or I'm going to buy that Mega Man Legacy Collection on PC, and I'm going to play through in my probably a game that you guys have always wanted.
You got it.
So, those are our 3 options.
All right, we know the options.
Think about what we want, because there's a chance today we may actually hit 50. Now, FYI, I told you guys I would do the marathon right away. However, being that tomorrow I have the wrestling commentary show, we can't do it tomorrow. All right?
Obviously.
But we can do it as early as Wednesday.
Ashton reschedule.
So if we hit 50 goals, we'll do the marathon on Wednesday. All right? It's cool.
Cool.
And that means there's going to be food, there's going to be booze,
What?
Oh yeah.
I actually opened up last night the pack of 90. They're called 99
Cools?
fruits shots pack.
99
You guys
fruits.
had told me to get this at the liquor store, so I did. It's
99 fruits shot pack. Is that what he
Yeah.
said? So he
Yes,
opened that up already. You heard that?
Like like a kid on Christmas, huh? Just like I couldn't not open up my stockings, mommy.
All right. So this is what it is. It's only $10. So it's a 99 fruit pack. Each is a shoot. It's one of those little shooter things. 99 proof fruit flavors for every palate palette. Excuse me. So there we go. That's what he got.
99 fruits shots pack. You guys had told me to get this at the liquor store, so I did. It's 10 different shots of like 99
Is it? Oh yeah.
proof liquor. And they're all different fruit flavors. I've never had
fruit flavors.
99 bananas, 99 oranges, 99 watermelons. I was like, oh, that's interesting. I wonder if it's any good.
I've never even heard of these flavors.
Probably crappy, It wasn't expensive.
What?
Oh, that's
Oh my
interesting.
God,
I wonder if
don't
it's
do
any
that.
good. It probably is. Probably crappy,
What the
watermelons. I was like, oh, that's interesting. I wonder if it's any good. It probably is. Probably crappy, It wasn't expensive.
Very natural move there.
Yeah, very sly. I didn't notice that.
I wonder if it's any good. It probably is. Probably crappy.
Probably crappy. The way that he did that, like it's oh, Jesus Christ, man.
Oh my God. Nerd Brew right on time says mic adjustment should be part of the temple coin, but he does it so much. Like we need like 10 of those. I have agreed to the 5 bang rule. 5 bangs is a temple coin, but we can't do mic adjustments because there's so many of them. We already did 30 today.
It won't be special.
Nick SF says it needs to be called the Leacher board. Well, that would be more apt for sure.
I agree.
And Swaggy Davis Jr. says so. Tipping will make the letters bigger. Yes, tipping will make the leaderboard be the right size, guys. That's another benefit of tipping. So, get the hint. Big ups, everybody.
It wasn't expensive, but man, just taking shots of those.
Great. Oh,
over the course of the day, maybe for certain milestones of support, get me all juiced up, and then I gotta play this freaking
get me all juiced up. Get me juiced up, boys.
That we choose.
I'm gonna get wet
we
on
have to
this
figure this
stream
out.
today,
I'm
boys.
curious. I think what we're gonna do.
I'm squirting
I'm gonna
today,
do a
boys.
poll, both on Kick.
Oh God, Kick Chat is so good. So when he leaned in, you saw that? Look, when you put your mouth to the mic, it sounds good. Yo, when you leaned into the mic, it sounded great. Like keep saying that shit.
And on YouTube this
good trolls.
morning to determine which marathon you'd be more interested in seeing when we hit the goal. All right, so let's do it.
Let's do it.
Let's do it now.
You don't think it's 99 proof? No, it is. The shots are like 50% alcoholic volume.
Oh, so that's 50% alcoholic volume.
Well, like, it's supposed to be like 100 proof. It's like 99 proof. Yeah, they're really strong.
They're really strong, dude. Holy shit, man.
And that's liquor.
Yeah, they're really strong, dude.
Oh, by the way, so before I'm going to do the polls in a second. Dick Jones is our first contributor of the day. My bad.
Shoutouts, Dick Jones.
Just gifted 5 memberships on YouTube.
Shoutouts, Dick.
Congrats to those who just got a membership. Thanks to Dick. Thank you so much, Dick. Let's get Dick up on the leaderboard.
All right, here we go. Now, look, it gets better. See?
Thank you so much for getting the momentum going there.
Now it looks normal.
That's going to be our first $15 of contributions for today's stream. Thank you so much. And as you can see, the leaderboard already looks a little different now that we got that the first contributor up there. All right. So
it's all again, that's not a joke. It looks better when you donate.
Thank you, Dick. I appreciate that very, very much.
Thank you, Dick. Let's say that into the mic, Phil.
Yeah.
Look up and say that into the mic.
Momentum going. Now let's continue, right? Let's keep that momentum going in the right direction.
Jesus.
All right, here's a stream edition right here. Why did it play it? Oh God, hang on.
Good morning, Game Boy.
First bug.
How's everyone doing this morning? What's up, Avarice? Momentum going in the right direction. Good morning, Game Boy. How you doing? How's everyone doing this morning? What's up, Avarice?
So that Game Boy, that counts.
That Game Boy does count. Hold on, I'm still in the process of something else. Hold on.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
It'll take me 1 second.
Didn't realize there's something more important than the temple run.
There is. Sadly, there is. I got it right here. All right, so I will pay off that. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Okay, here we go. This is what I tried to do before. Okay. I don't know why it didn't save this option before Stream Deck, but here we go.
I have no problem e-begging.
There we go. Nice. So now when we see him, you'll see that as well. Okay.
A lot of people are just showing up and saying hello. Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning.
Thank you.
Night Ash.
Okay. Oh, the polls. Duh, I got distracted. Let's do these polls right now.
Let's do these polls right now.
So let's do them on both sides here.
Oh, yeah,
let's do them on both sides. I'm just going to quickly take care of both these polls on both sides of me.
There you go. We got it. That's Game Boy. Game Boy has been used up.
Which?
We have popped the Game Boy balloon, though, so.
Marathon should.
Oh, God, my bad. Falling apart here. Right here.
See a month ago. And talk about that this morning. Being that tomorrow, as crappy, you know. And I proved no, it is.
That part again.
Momentum going there.
Okay, here we go.
Momentum going. Now let's continue, right? Let's keep that momentum going in the right direction.
Yeah.
Good morning, Game Boy. How you doing? How's everyone doing this morning? What's up, Avarice? A lot of people are just showing up and saying hello. Good morning.
That's another one, right?
Thank you. Good morning. What's up, Avarice? A lot of people are just.
That is two. What's up, Avarice? We're two.
Don't worry, guys. I'm keeping them honest.
That's why Snood's here. Get out of here.
Someone I'm saying hello. Good morning.
Good morning. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Good morning.
Okay.
Good morning.
All right, we're two away.
The polls. Duh, I got distracted.
The polls, yeah.
Let's do these polls.
Don't forget
right
the polls.
Now.
Let's do these polls.
All right,
okay.
so let's do them on both sides here. Poll.
It is a hard guy. It is a hard job to keep me straight, Maurice. That's not bad.
Marathon should DSP do this week?
You heard this. Right now,
right,
sadly, Rageathon is winning.
On both chats. Please
Mega Man is second, though.
Vote, whether you're watching live on YouTube or on Kick. I'd love to hear your opinion. Obviously, if you're watching this on demand, I'd like your opinion too. Please share in the comments. All right, Hypnotic
You don't
Jinx.
give a shit about what they say. Oh, there's Jinx again.
With a $20 super chat.
Hey,
this
Jinx.
morning. He says, let's get the marathon going, boys and girls. Thank you, Hypnotic Jinx. That's our first super chat of the day.
Thank you, Jinx.
By the way, are the pop-ups working? Did that pop up when Jinx just contributed? Because I didn't see. I was doing the polls.
Please.
Hopefully it's working.
I didn't see it. I didn't care.
$35 of support and climbing so far today. A great start. Thank you, Jinx.
Thank you, Jinx.
All right.
Thank you, Jinx.
It did show up? Good. Thank you for telling me. All right. Good stuff. Please vote. And here's the thing. I'm glad we're doing this today because we have to figure out, for example, let's say that Rageathon wins, okay? And we decide we want to do a Rageathon, which I'm okay with. We got to figure out what games. And I don't know what games at all. You guys would be interested in seeing me play that you think would be rage-inducing? It could be games I already have that you know I play and I rage at, like maybe Street Fighter, or it could be brand new games I never heard of, right?
Yeah, definitely.
Again, I'm open to that. You know, you guys support me so much. I don't care if I have to buy a few games to do a marathon. I mean, the whole reason we're doing the marathon is because of your overwhelming support. So I'm down for that. You know, now I have that flexibility to do stuff like that, which is really cool.
Except you have the opposite of flexibility because you can't play the games you actually want to. You have to only play the games that people support. And if they don't support one stream, they're out. But I do have flexibility. So keep that in mind.
Okay. So please vote. Let's have them roll. They're going to keep rolling for another 3-4 minutes here, and then I'll let you know the results. Okay, so real quick, let's talk about yesterday, okay? Yesterday was great. I had a great return day to streaming yesterday. So I had a world where everything is and because of that, enemies would be sniping you and poisoning you, and it would just be a nightmare to play Blighttown, and it was really the graphical big hiccup of the game.
Don't care. No one cares. Let's feed this up.
Because it has giant range, like a big sweeping attack. I like that. So, yeah, tried out some different things. And overall, really great stuff. Although I realized, man, I skipped stuff blatantly. Like, I didn't ever fight Capra Demon. I didn't go to the depths and fight the Gaping Dragon. I'm like, yeah, that's the beauty of Dark Souls 1, is that there's all these different ways to do things. You don't have to do them in one set way. You could beat the game in different order. You can skip entire portions of the game.
Nope, it's too boring.
So I couldn't get people to come back to engage and support with the content. Cases in point. Multiverses. Marvel Rivals.
Cases in point.
Cases in
Final
point.
Fantasy VII Rebirth.
Cases in point. Oh, yeah.
Metaphor. Just to name a few of the games.
So games you guys didn't support enough.
I feel were good, but I couldn't get them to click with the audience, right?
Okay.
Now, the thing is, it's not like I couldn't get anything to click with an audience. There's been tons of games that I've played that worked really well. Pretty much any Soulsborne or Souls-like I played in 2024 worked perfectly. Whether it was actually...
Worked perfectly.
Elden Ring and its DLC, whether it was...
You know what worked means in this case, right? Just to be clear.
Tricked dummies into paying me?
Another Crab's Treasure. those games worked. I mean, even the Bloodborne run on PS5 Pro did
the Bloodborne
right?
run.
Fighting games, they still managed to do pretty well. Whether it's me returning to Street Fighter 6 or playing some classics like the Marvel Collection, it does good. Even the month and a half that I did of Tekken 8, people liked. Anything that's pretty much action-based or a hot new release. And even this year, some good indie games, right? That they all resonated and they clicked. It just seemed the running pattern was these kind of multiplayer games where, for whatever reason, it's not the genres that you guys are used to.
Okay,
like
why am I
Multiverse is more kind of an arena party style, little Smash Brothers like fighting game.
Tough show.
Marvel Rivals plays like Overwatch, and for some reason, people just didn't really want to watch those more than a couple streams. Same thing with these RPGs. RPG Overload was a major thing in 2024, and
how about action game? Wukong was an action game that was a AAA. People seem to like.
I'm sorry to say, I can't make people
that didn't click with his audience. Stupid.
Engage and support with certain kinds of games. I do my best to make them entertaining. When you're doing an RPG, and you realize it's going to be a big dungeon you're grinding in, and it's going to be kind of repetitive.
Kids just didn't like the birthday party
have
that I
some fun,
planned for them.
casual conversation, right? Open it up. Let's talk. But what ends up happening is some people just get turned off. They don't want to show up to the RPG streams. Oh, that's a JRPG. Yeah, it's going to be boring, and then they just write it off. It's a shame because over the years, as you know, I feel like some of the best playthroughs I've ever done were more social experiences, more so than they were gameplay-centered experiences. Dragon Quest XI, that's a game that basically was 2 entire different plots. And
I don't remember that.
It was actually one of my more successful playthroughs, but it was because we had a group of maybe, I'm not even kidding, probably about 50 people who really liked RPGs and kept showing up. And we had some really awesome nights just chatting it up, having a good time, talking about life and other things while enjoying an RPG. It wasn't always about just the game. I just wish that more people would be like that.
I just wish people would give me money.
It's about just the game. I just wish that more people would be like that. They would come and hang out. Instead of it always being about the game, it would be more about just hang out with us and have a good time. Maybe it's not even a game you like, but you can still
I wish they would too, says someone in Kick Chat.
Have fun conversation, right?
All right, so again, blaming his audience for being dumb fucks. Okay, cool.
But no lie, there were some games this year that I said, let's just turn off the game and do a Q&A. And the Q&A segment of me just talking with you guys would actually bring in more viewers, engagement, and support than me playing the game.
So why don't you just quit gaming then? That's what you want to do.
I feel like in the past, that wasn't the case, that there were times when I could play whatever I wanted and people would just show up and hang out. And that's just not the case anymore. It could be many different factors, Here
we go. Get ready, guys. He's going to talk about us next.
The fact is, people do like me and my content, but they don't show up for certain things.
Okay.
And I can't change that. All I can do is try to convince people to give it a shot. But if they won't, if they're kind of prejudiced against it, which I really, be honest, I think they are. I think that there are people who like JRPGs. They're just not my viewers anymore. Those people have moved on and gone to other
They're not one of my 5 whales.
And stuff that focus solely on that, which I'm not going to do that. I'm a variety creator. I think, honestly, it was Baldur's Gate 3 that tipped the scales there, because Baldur's Gate 3 was a 140-hour playthrough. It took 3 to 4 months to beat.
Yeah.
And I think some people just lost their patience. They didn't want to stick around because they weren't interested in RPGs. And I played it for so long, they were like, screw this. And then every other RPG that I played after kind of became the brunt of that anger.
What?
That Phil spent 3 to 4 months playing this instead of other games, and we're upset because we wanted to see him play other
what
games.
What are you talking about?
And that's what I said.
He'll
I really
just
feel
say
like
anything. It doesn't matter how little sense it makes.
Just making up storylines here, but all right. Retro Jim is correct. He says, but he always blames the game. He is the one who makes the game seem like the problem. And yes, in the moment, he always blames the game and nothing else when it actually is happening. Right. Now we're just getting this retcon of like, people are pissed at other games for blaming it. They're giving the brunt of the blame to other games. It's really weird.
Baldur's Gate 3 is probably going to be the last insanely long RPG I ever play.
Yeah.
Like, it just doesn't fit my style of content. If I was the kind of person who would play the same game for 3 to 4 weeks in a row and not change games, then we could play a Baldur's Gate 3.
And also, good point, Misery Merchant. Remember he always says, like, if you don't like the game, get out of here then, guys. Why are you complaining in chat? Remember?
Yeah,
he always says that.
You're boring. Get out of here.
Yeah, now he's saying just come anyway?
But that's just not me. I
even if you don't like it, please come and pay now.
And just tip now if you don't like it.
Variety, right? So anyway, in regards to this, I urge you, watch the countdown from last night. I would love to have some discussion around it. Of course, I just love how you get people who they're so toxic and negative, right? Instead of treating this as an opportunity for us to have like constructive conversation. Instead they come, well, it's all your fault because you're a piece of shit and you suck and your content sucks.
Well,
okay, so you're saying
be more specific.
You're an idiot. If you don't like me, then you're never going to like me. It doesn't matter if I'm playing a fighting game, if I'm playing a Soulsborne game, if I'm playing a JRPG. If you don't like me, you don't like me. Right? Like, so your
of people don't
opinion
like you.
is invalid because it's not who I'm looking to try to listen to. Your opinion is invalid.
Your opinion. Touch that, Phil. Your opinion.
Oh, God! Whoa! Oh, God!
Holy shit!
What the fuck was that?
I don't know what's growing out of his fucking sclera or whatever the muscle is. Jesus Christ.
I have never pulled that hard on my eyeball in my life.
Well, on your eye anyway, yeah.
Yeah, I've been pulled on something that hard, but that's the taffy, not my eye.
You ever seen the music video for China Girl by David Bowie?
I've never seen the video though. Oh, she's not my Asian girl. That's what
yeah, that's
Nothing
right.
I Can Do did. Yeah.
Hold on, I'll show you a funny part here real quick.
Yeah.
You know, I'm sending it in.
Okay, send it.
It's time stamped too.
Okay,
so
cool.
This is what I think of every time I see Phil do this.
Okay, here we go. It's better be good. Snoot on thin ice. This does not work out. Here we go. What the fuck?
You can't make songs like that in 2025, David Bowie. Come on.
Yeah, goddamn, David Bowie. Very cool. Okay, moving on positively. Iwamoto says, if he got a leaked complete version of GTA 6 tomorrow, viewership would still drop after 3 streams, so unwatchable. Rockstar wouldn't even see and D it. Yeah, he wouldn't. It's not about... that's what he's kind of... It's weird. Like, he's saying it's... He's trying to tell us that it's not just about the games, guys. It's social interaction. Remember that. But also, there's a lot of games I can't play because you guys don't seem to understand that, right?
Yeah,
so it's like I'm kind of missing the message here. It's not a very direct
the thing
message.
that he's afraid to say or he refuses to say is that, guys, you're forgetting that it's supposed to be about me and how much you like me, okay? So if you're coming to my stream, you're not paying me. You're basically telling someone that you don't like them, and that's the worst thing ever.
Okay? Gotcha.
To try to listen to help and improve. Telling me I suck doesn't help the content.
Okay.
All right? Telling me how to...
See? Saying mean things does not... Well, giving me factual criticism does not help, okay?
Does not help, guys.
Good.
I think we're talking directly to that commenter now on his YouTube channel, by the way, that we showed earlier. Like, now we're talking to that dude.
To improve would help the content.
What?
But that
doesn't
help the content.
Okay.
All right?
I heard that. Did you?
To help and improve. Telling me I suck doesn't help the content.
Boom.
All right? Telling me...
That counts. I heard it.
Is there a bang?
Yo, there's definitely a bang there. You didn't hear that? Hear it again. One more time. Listen carefully for the bang.
Help and improve.
Okay.
Telling me I suck doesn't help the content. All right? Telling...
Okay.
Heard it?
Okay.
Here we go.
Nice.
There we go.
How to improve.
Anybody who's under the age of 75 might not get that joke, but good ones.
They'll get it. They'll get it. A lot of people get that.
Funny part. Everyone wants to say it's your fault. Okay, so what did I do wrong when I played JRPGs? How can I be better? No one has an answer.
Boring.
Yeah.
So then you don't actually have a valid opinion. You don't.
A
valid opinion is okay.
Idiot.
I
didn't like it, and here's why, and here's what you can improve. That's constructive criticism. That's a valid opinion, not just you suck.
Okay, well, when people give valid criticism, the response they get is this.
A ban.
Right? Well, it's very easy to seem like you're smarter than everyone else. The person is giving you constructive criticism, and you say it's very easy to seem like you're smarter than everyone else. He wasn't claiming to be smarter than anybody.
No, he's just instantly going into a personal attack on that person, right?
Yeah.
And also here's my criticism. You beg and stop the streams every 5 minutes to talk about money, and if you stop doing that, it might be easier to listen to you. Okay.
Okay.
Next. Next question.
Well, hey, listen, it's easy to sound smart when you're only cherry picking certain topics. Okay, Snoot, tired of it.
And of course, the other thing is people who are upset because.
Big ups, shout outs to numerous bangs reel in Kick Chat.
Rear Tricks, you gifted a sub. I'll check in a second. Thank you for telling me.
Thank you.
For some reason, the pop-ups on Kick aren't very good, so I keep missing them. Please always tell me.
Here's the thing that you can stop talking about if you want people to like you more.
Mm-hmm.
The other thing is...
the other thing.
You know, in regards to, you know, these playthroughs that fail, or not necessarily fail, but people won't engage with them. So then I said, in 2024, by far, this was the year that I took control of my content. And I said, listen, if people aren't going to show up, they're not going to engage.
I will wage quit.
They're not going to support a certain playthrough. I'm going to move on.
Yes.
We have many, many options of things to do. It's not like I have a lack of options or content. In fact, I have an overabundance of things to do. So if we try something and it doesn't work,
that's why we're doing Q&A later.
Kick Chat is just relentless today. It's like 4 different iterations of the comment. Phil, you could do this better. You're a moron and you're banned. That's the response you get. It's true.
And it's also the yapping cat going on too. Like
it's endless cats today.
Things to do. So if we try something and it doesn't work, we're not committed to having to do it. We'll go to something else.
No peace.
So now, of course, these people turned it into another negative meme. Oh, Phil only plays games for money, and then he wage quits.
Yes,
right?
That's a meme. You said that was actually a good thing, sir. So I hope you're not going to go back on that. You said wage quitting is actually a good thing.
Ladies and gentlemen, can I ask you a question?
Oh, please.
Can you name me a single business, successful business on planet Earth that they try something, whether they're creating a product or they're doing a service or whatever it is that they produce, the customers don't like it.
Yeah.
But just on principle, they decide to keep doing it anyway.
That was a bang. Thousands of streamers every day do this, in fact. Okay? So I know you're trying to break it into real businesses, but thousands of streamers do whatever the fuck they want. But yeah.
How about McDonald's when they take the McRib away, for example? Like, or when McDonald's has to raise the price on something. Nobody likes that. They still do it. So...
But just on principle, they decide to keep doing it anyway.
Yeah. Oh.
Does that sound like smart business? Does that sound like something an intelligent business would do to stay afloat? Well, let's just keep doing the thing that no one wants and is failing.
That's what you're doing now,
right? Like, do you think of any
business
that would do that? No. But because I'm doing it, it's not good. Right?
Do they also beg because they don't make money, says Pot of Greed?
Listen to the feedback of my audience. If they say, listen, we don't want to see Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, move on and do other stuff. Okay. So I stopped playing. He quit.
No. That's not being truthful, is it, Philip? Because no one said that. People just didn't give $150 that day, and you come to that conclusion. So he's kind of changing the story a little bit to fit his needs here.
Not exactly representing the situation accurately is what I would say.
No.
Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, move on and do other stuff. Okay. So I stopped playing. He quit. He's a quitter. He only plays for money.
Okay.
I'm running a business.
Yeah. Yes.
I'm running a business.
The game streaker says, it's like investing in gold.
This is not. Phil is a millionaire because I won the lotto or I have rich parents or something. Yeah. You know what I mean? And streaming is my hobby.
Yeah, Philip, easy. So, again, if you are streaming whatever game you want on YouTube or Twitch or whatever, you have to be a millionaire. Okay, guys? Right. That's just fact of the matter.
Not the case.
By the way,
my
the myriad of streamers that stream all the same games that he's streamed and have not had to quit or go out of business.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think there are that many people with rich parents, are there? I don't know.
Must be.
Job. It's what I do to support my family. Mm-hmm. It's what I do to maintain a living, to pay for the mortgage on this house, to keep this set going, to keep you know what I mean? I need to be successful. It just doesn't make sense. Mm-hmm. When you criticize me like that, it doesn't make any sense at all.
ALT's Mike Arm says, I think it's more dropping after one bad stream. That's the issue. And he just saw it?
It's called moving the goalpost, right?
Okay, yeah.
So
previously,
that's not what that means, actually, but okay. Now we're just saying anything negative is moving the goalposts, I guess.
Yeah, it's called when in Rome, do as the Romans do, you know?
Pot calling the kettle black, honestly. Yeah. Tired of it.
It's just... It's called moving the goalposts.
You can lead a horse to water, right, guys?
Uh-huh.
So previously, if I had played a game and it wasn't working, but I stuck to it, for example, Like a Dragon Infinite Wealth, that absolutely happened. People were saying, we don't like it, do other stuff. And I said, well, listen, I like it. I'm going to keep playing it. I played it to the end. I got nothing but complaints from mainstream viewers the entire playthrough.
Right.
Move on. No, I'm going to stick
like
to my guns and beat it. So I beat it. I get told I've done the wrong thing. You really screwed up. You should have been doing other stuff. You should have dropped the game. So then when the next game comes along and the same thing...
Sambuca says, I get annoyed with the business if they kept bringing up that they need to make money every time I go there. That's Sambuca.
Ooh, that's Sambuca.
That is Sambuca.
Happens and I get the same feedback. Okay, I'll listen to you. I'm going to drop the playthrough. You're doing the wrong thing, Phil. You should have stuck with it. Wait, what? Yeah, your wage picked that game. What's wrong with you? Huh? See? So there doesn't matter what I do.
Yeah. Well, it seems it does matter, but all right.
I'm always in the wrong. Okay? That's why when I get dumb feedback like that, I just don't listen anymore. Because there is a difference between, again, constructive versus I just don't listen anymore.
I'm confused. Wasn't it a few months ago you said you could do anything and people come for you, not the game? Says ALT's Mike Arm. Trying to drop some good points.
Because there is a difference between, again, constructive versus destructive. I want to help you. Here's how to improve versus you're just always in the wrong no matter what. I've totally stopped paying attention to the latter, and I'm very appreciative of the former. The reason that I'm still here today is because I'm getting positive, constructive criticism from you guys.
Suggestion, so move Mike closer to mouth.
Trying to help, who are sharing your thoughts and actually giving me some constructive stuff. Okay, thank you for that. I appreciate that. Now, in regards to this moving forward, we're going to have to take a look at various different games and see what works and what doesn't. You know? I think one thing that I've been
that? That was the hallway
and see what works and what doesn't.
Whoa.
You know?
Dude,
I think one
he just left
various different games.
No, that was the corner even leaving the office, right? Like he follows his path out the door.
Look how his eyes are fucking wide as shit too. Look at that! Holy shit! What's going on?
He just saw something come through a portal and leave the office.
Sambuca says again, we understand that this is a business. Just don't keep saying it so often. We're here to chill.
You know. I think one thing that I've been really enjoyed doing in the last couple of months is testing the waters with indie games and stuff like that, and just throwing them into the schedule every once in a while. Balatro, that's a game that I would have never played, but because I gave it a shot, it worked for a couple of streams. I don't have to play it all the time, but interjected every once in a while for variety, right? The coin game, same thing, and now Killer Frequency, where I played it last week, had a good time with it.
Definitely.
We enjoyed the stream. I'll just throw it in every once in a while. Don't have to do it all the time, but it's good for variety. I like that.
Sambuca is on fire today. Says, if a super fan had showed up during Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, it would have been a success too. It's quite random.
I like that flexibility.
See, that's where you're wrong. It's not random at all, actually. It's there are very specific conditions to be met.
Yes. Big Beppo says, keep playing Bowie. Maybe Papa Gundam will show up. Oh, is he a big Bowie fan? I didn't know that.
There you go.
Oh, here, if you want to...
Stars crashing down.
Look how happy he is. He's so proud of that too.
Like he made the best joke ever. Like you're gonna love this joke. Check this out.
Back then it probably was fucking hilarious too, right? Like
Nervous Noodle says season 2025 is kicking off with so much copium. Yeah, it is the week of copium so far. Almost a weekend to January. It is very much a cope week so far.
Doing stuff like that now, and I think that seeing that you guys have suggested, these kind of games, hey, try them every once in a while. This has been a great new thing for the schedule and for the gameplay we're doing, and I really like that, and I want to keep doing that. If there's other indie games and things that I'm missing out on that you guys think would be great for me to try, please continue to suggest them. Please continue to remind me of them. I would like to try those out and throw them into the schedule when I get the availability for that. So, thank you for your honesty.
Ignoring everything everyone is saying that goes against what he's saying right now, but okay.
For those who actually care.
Just pretending no one's saying anything.
Yep,
for all of the white noise.
I wish someone here was chatting, but thank you for your honesty, those who are not chatting.
Thanks so much for your honesty, except the people that are talking right now. I'm ignoring you.
You can all go to hell.
Idiots who just say everything I do is wrong and it's all my fault. Yeah, I'm not paying attention to you. You're just a bunch of fucking whiny bitches that no one cares about.
Okay.
And nothing you say is ever going to help me. So I'm just going to ignore the nonsense. Okay. So anyway, enjoy the most disappointing playthroughs of 2024 countdown from last night.
Okay.
I hope you'll enjoy it. It's 2 parts, 2 hours. Took 2 hours to get through.
Why? You just said everything that you already said in that video here. So who cares?
It was great. Yesterday was
it.
great. 3 goals hit. We are on pace to do the marathon as early as Wednesday. If we can hit 2 more goals between today and tomorrow, we're definitely doing this marathon on Wednesday. Now, preliminary results are in. People seem to want a Rageathon, okay? Now I'm down for that.
Thank you, Jinx.
But if you guys want a rageathon, I need to know exactly how this is going to work.
Yeah.
What game?
You are in charge.
Post up a thread on
man.
Just tell me what to do. That's what he's looking for.
People could start nominating stuff. We could do that.
Stellar Blade. Hotline Miami. There you go. Okay,
Marvel 2? I don't think Marvel 2 has really caused me too much rage.
Okay,
in fact, I dominate when I play Marvel 2. I usually spank everybody. Right?
I don't think I'm seeing so much rage. I don't think it's so much
Hotline
rage.
Miami, I've already played that. I already played all Hotline Miami. 1 and 2, right? I think I beat both games. Donkey Kong 64, I mean, the problem with that is viability. Like, how would I play Donkey Kong 64?
Ooh, I think we have some hype stuff coming up. This is from Currently. Are you going to let us pick a game or go on a 40-minute rant about nonsense? I think he's in the middle of that rant right now.
I played it last time. How did I play it last time? Does anyone remember?
How did I? Jay Wusso says, help me, help Bree. Sounds good to me. Otherwise, tip.
I actually don't remember how I played it.
Okay.
In ages.
What? This
Fortnite?
Is the...
That's
Fortnite?
a possibility. I haven't played Fortnite in
Fortnite?
ages. I don't even know what it's like anymore. Rayman, that's a tough platformer.
Yeah.
Fall Guys, I don't know if that would cause me rage.
Well, if people are trolling you, it would.
Yeah, people are fucking with you, it seems.
I would think, like, Secret Limited, the amount of trolling they were able to do in that game is pretty crazy. Like, that's a tough game to troll people in, I would think. But have you ever seen that video they made?
No, it's very, very troll adjacent, because you can, like, interact with the other racers and stuff. And you can grab them and throw them off the edge.
But barely. You can barely grab people. You can't, like, grab them and do whatever you want with them. They can just get out easily.
You can do enough that if there's enough people in there, you can kind of fuck with one person pretty easily.
Okay. Peter says, what is this?
I've never tried the gangbang version.
We're 6 days into the month, and people are just noticing my portal gun. It's a portal gun replica.
Because you just moved it from where it was completely obscured into a place where it could be seen.
Doesn't that show you how little people care about the background?
Days into the month.
What's this?
People are just noticing my portal gun. Portal gun replica. It's miniature though. Just noticing my
if you have to jump
portal
to talk
gun.
to your microphone, that's not good.
Yeah.
It's a portal gun replica. It's miniature though. It's not life size. I mean, it's very small.
No shit. That's not a life size portal gun.
Doesn't work either. It was supposed to work if you put batteries in it, and I put batteries in it, and it doesn't even turn on anymore. I think it used to light up orange and blue if you held the button down, but now it doesn't even work. But yeah, it's over a decade old.
I love him looking directly down the barrel of a gun like that.
How about to see how much that sold for back in the day? I wonder.
I'll say about $100, I'd say.
Complete the box set. Portal gun now can go for $600 to $800 on eBay.
Okay.
If it's that's with box. So that's with box. I can see that.
Got that box,
but
you know
there you
that.
go.
Oh, he does. Yeah.
Replica. I wonder how many people even remember the portal gun. Because Portal 2 is so old; it's over a decade old, right? So no one really talks about Portal
remember that
anymore.
little game Portal nobody knows about? Remember that? I don't.
Is that thing full size?
It's just
it's life size. Yeah, you put it on backwards.
It's just a shame that Valve forgets about all their games, right?
Yeah, Valve. Fucking Valve.
How did you get an extra L in that word and make it hearable like that?
Valve. It's just sad that at one point Valve was such a huge game developer, and now they don't make games anymore.
Yep, they're losing money.
Really is.
Yep, they're fucking dead, dude. Yep, fucking assholes at Valve.
So I don't know. Like, what do we do? Do you guys think I should post up a thread on DSP Gaming for you guys to start nominating games? Because if we end up doing this like Wednesday, we need to get nominations in right away.
Right away.
Right now.
Oh, I know the classic Mega Man games are rage-inducing. That's for sure.
Oh, definitely. Notice how quick he is to shout out that chat when they say something that's about what he's talking about. It doesn't go against his beliefs or message he's trying to give you at the moment.
Yeah, he's ignoring the guy named Sheesh saying, "How about you pick?" He's staring right at it.
Okay,
you have to unpause the stream.
Yeah, but again, I already played Crash Bandicoot. That's the thing, I understand people we feel rages. That's great.
You already played Fortnite.
But what could you think of?
You already played Mega Man.
That would make me rage at this point. I've kind of played everything. I've kind of been there, done that with most of these games, so I don't really know what would be rage-inducing at this point.
Oh, God, help us.
Dude, look at like the magnetic forces between the chat, like the data, and this microphone. Like he so badly wants to be looking at the data, but he can't. He knows he has to keep pointing his face at the microphone. So it's like a very funny
dance.
Yeah, exactly.
Very funny dance we're dancing right now because he has to look at the chat, but he wants to talk into the mic. It's very dented. Watch.
I know that's actually quite true. Avarice says troubleshooting tech issues is rage-inducing. I think the tech issues
that was making fun of you, by the way, but yes,
the last month
fucking with
have
you.
induced more rage than any game recently.
I can't wait to see tomorrow how much Triple P can sneak into this wrestling show. That's what I'm here for. I'll be watching tomorrow. I'll be streaming tomorrow. I want to see if Triple P can make the sneak dissing happen on a one-on-one environment.
Seriously, these tech issues I just want to get over them. I just want to get past them and be like, have a consistent setup that just works, no problems, ease of use, moving forward. But every day it's something new. I'm shocked the leaderboard hasn't exploded so far. Like that the letters didn't pop all over the screen.
It's fucking running away now.
Crash the stream or something. Call of Duty hardcore? We could do that. We could do hardcore multiplayer.
You're already playing Call of Duty right now.
What? Yeah, I thought we can't do games you already did.
I just want to say something too.
Oh,
I
please.
want everyone to understand.
Oh, God.
For example, if we do this Rageathon, which is...
here we go. Here's the rant. I think that's just
seems
started.
like that's what people voted for. That's what they want. Understand, this is not the end of it. Like, people are, oh, no, we're not going to get Dino Crisis. Now we're not going to get Mega Man. Guys, this running goals, right, is how we're doing things from now on.
What does that mean?
So we just hit 50. That's the goal. When we hit 100, it's a viewer's choice marathon. Then it resets. And then when we do 50 again, we do another marathon. You see? So this is going to be running all year. We're probably going to do many marathons that are exciting and themed because of you and your support.
Many marathons.
So you don't have to worry.
You don't have to worry, dude.
You just don't have to worry at all. Okay?
Yeah, so stop asking, okay?
Don't say it like that, Philip. Oh my God, his chat is, chat has never been more negative right now. It's so hilarious how you say you run your own business when in reality it's the one or two whales that do. They hold your streams hostage and dictate what you play. They own you and your business. Sorry.
Ugh,
that could be like that could be someone's super chat in this very stream right now, you know?
For real.
Don't say it like that, Phil. You want to keep a sense of urgency for the support. Give me money, dumb fucks. These are all things from his chat.
I think it was Felipe Baxter, by the way, who I think is in this very chat right now.
What the fuck? Big ups to Matt Ice, who says, I'm just numb to the cycle this lazy moob hanging calorie thieving dude does. Always starts with, I need feedback on what to play, guys, so he doesn't have to think, and when people tell him games which he then says, nah, that's not good content. You're correct, Matt Ice. That's the cycle. And Lil Lick Breezy says, I'm 18 minutes behind, but he says he wants people to hang out, but then when people hang out, he gets mad that they're hanging out and talking about anything other than the game. Correct, Lick Breezy.
Absolutely true.
Makes sense.
I can't wait. I can't wait for future marathons. I can't wait for fun stuff.
Big up to Lick Breezy and Matt Ice. That's a logo, not a stain. It's Mergy.
Oh, yeah. You're a troll.
That's the polo style logo, I believe. A man paying polo.
You need to unmute the I think the stream.
Oh, what do you think?
Oh, sorry. No,
yep.
Should we do a thread right now where people start suggesting games, or I don't
definitely
know. What do you want to do?
Wait, it's your stream, sir.
Yes, that's what I just said. I said at 100 we're going to do viewer's choice. I was not listening.
Face is beautiful.
Not listening.
Okay.
Not listening.
That guy's name is Lalafell Hugger, by the way.
Ooh, what's that?
Lalafell are the race in Final Fantasy 14 or whatever the MMO is that are like the little gnome, childlike looking people.
Ah, so it could be a Derek Ip reference, or
I think so.
Okay.
Oh, what's Tetris Effect? I've heard about people talking about Tetris Effect. I don't know what that is.
Saying, well, what do I do? Which is a DDM redeemed sound. Shoutouts DDM.
What do I do?
What do I do?
God, chat has never been more toxic than it is right now. It's on fire, man.
XCOM. See, here's the thing.
Hypnotic Jinxie cock.
How are these detractors allowed to stay in chat?
The thing about Rageathon.
Get in there then, cock. Do your
work.
Go start getting them, bitch.
That I can get into within like a half an hour. It can't be, Rageathon. This game has a 45-minute intro. I'm never going to get to the game.
Okay,
there's no
so
point, right?
There's a very, very small window of games that you're allowed to suggest, guys. And the sooner you learn it, the sooner we're out of here, all right? Can't be a game already played. Needs a fucking short as shit intro. Very simple. Come on.
No, I will not tell you what those games are, by the way.
Hello? You gotta watch the Metal Gear Rising lamp to know if we're not paused or not, okay?
Well, Drew Corporation says maybe you should wait for the weekend for the marathon. Number one, Saturdays are my day off.
Yeah, don't
that's
fuck.
number one.
So
Number
fuck
two,
you.
I thought
that day.
weekends are 2 days? Oh.
People don't want to wait around for the reward, especially if, for example, let's say today we hit 1 goal.
Yeah.
Let's say tomorrow we hit 1 goal.
Yeah.
If I wait till the weekend for the marathon, why would people want to keep going with the goals? They'd be like, well, you didn't give us our last reward. Right?
Oh, okay.
I do have to kind of give you guys the rewards really quickly, within a few days, within reason too. Obviously, if there's a reason why I can't do a special event right away, but in this case, I think we want to do stuff timely, right?
Or else we want to do stuff timely.
Yeah.
Get it? That makes sense.
Great.
Let's say, for example, we hit the goal, but I'm not going to do the marathon until Sunday. Okay, so now we have 3 more streaming days. People are going to be like, well, you didn't give us our reward.
Yep.
They're going to be upset.
Not if you explain that it's going to come in a couple days. What are you talking about?
Women's cardigan my wife outgrew says DSP already retcons 2025 statements that he had the flexibility to do gaming, politics, wrestling podcast, or Q&A. Oh, I'll bring that up. I promise. Women's cardigan my wife outgrew. I always want to make sure I say your name fully because I do respect that name.
That's very kind of you.
Nervous Noodle says, how can anyone take him seriously when a simple OBS text box cripples his entire stream? I've said this before, but his incompetency pisses me off. Big ups, Nervous Noodles. A simple OBS text box cripples his entire stream is factually true, by the way. Hello? I don't need to pause anymore.
Is it paused? Wait, am I disconnecting? Hold on.
Did I play Jump King before? I swear I did. I'm pretty sure we played Jump King before. You see what I mean?
I'm pretty sure I did.
See, the idea of the Rageathon on paper, it sounds good. Let's get games that will make Phil be raging all day. And he'll be raging all day, too, right? So he'll be performing poorly in the games, and then he'll be raging. But then when you start to think about the viability of it, well, how viable would the Rageathon be? Well, I don't know, right? What would actually make the Rageathon be
so we can't do that.
Well, you need rage-inducing games. How do we determine those? Crash Team Racing. I already played that. Jump King. I already played that. You want to see something original and different and fun that I've never done that's going to cause rage. I've already played a lot of these games.
Well, then maybe this is a really stupid idea. Thoughts?
Yeah, what the fuck? Choose games I haven't played. They can't have a long intro. They have to be not so rage-inducing. And I have to be able to play them while drunk.
Here's the funny part. If you guys
and you're not allowed to make fun of me while I play them also.
I think here we go. Strap in, boys.
Uh-oh.
He just got that
Here's
tone
the funny
of
part,
voice.
because if you guys haven't noticed this morning, and this is also been going around, it's all detractor shit.
Okay, go ahead.
If these people think I'm dumb or something. So here's the new thing.
Okay, what's the new thing?
Phil, you have a bunch of whales.
Yes.
And these whales come by every day and they support you. So you should just let them dictate everything you do.
Yes, that's what he's doing. That is literally what he's doing with this normalizing wage quitting.
Then obviously you'll stay in business, right?
Yeah.
And here's the funny part about that.
Okay.
If you have an issue with people who like my content and come by and support it.
No one has an issue with it.
Number one, I know you're jealous. It's just this the truth. You're a jealous motherfucker.
That's irrelevant to the argument they're making, but go ahead.
Is that you
good point.
It doesn't mean that doesn't take anything away from their argument, the truth of what they're saying. If that is true, go ahead.
I know you're jealous. It's just this the truth. You're a jealous motherfucker.
I know you're jealous.
Who wishes that you had someone who liked you and your content who would actually come support you. That's the only reason you have an issue with someone coming by and being a big supporter of my content. That's number one.
Okay.
Number two, then if that's the case, then why don't you contribute too?
What?
Think about this, right?
What are you talking about?
So why don't you just be a whale and give $100 a stream? I don't think most people can afford to do that or want to do that. No one wants to. How many people want to do that on this earth? What percentage of the world wants to do that to any streamer on earth? $100 a stream, like some of these people do. Sometimes $450 a stream. So he's telling you to become one of them or shut the fuck up.
Yeah. Support or die, bitch.
The issue is that there's a bunch of people who come by every day and they support, but it's only a small group of people.
Yes.
Well, then don't you think that if others supported, then it would negate that? Instead of sitting around and
that's not happening, though,
and saying, "Oh, I'm so upset that just a small group of people support Phil."
Yeah.
Then if you
no one's upset about that. They're saying a factual observation.
Yeah.
Okay.
By every day, and you said, "Well,
man."
Yeah. This is no one's saying they're upset about that. They're saying that is the fact of the matter. And now, even someone like Sarah Barclay said, they have all the power right now. Right. That's it. But okay.
Just a small group of people support Phil.
Yeah.
Then if you came by every day and you said, well, I'd like you to do something different than what you're doing, and here's $5, to show you that there's effort towards that we would actually support other things than just the things that your whales come by to support, right?
Yeah.
Well, don't say whales.
Then maybe
he is calling them whales now actively.
It would change that
part.
But instead, people just sit around whining. Like these people on the internet
like
are unbelievable. I swear, these are the most miserable people. They can't be happy for anyone. They can't enjoy anything. Instead, it's just how everything around them is
definitely.
wrong,
I'm having
unfair,
a great time.
It's very fun.
Deride it for this, bring it down for this, tear it down for this.
What does that mean? What are we talking about?
We're being negative instead of helping him.
Shout outs to Bottle Overfilled by Factory, who says, is he talking about the whales? I just tuned in.
There's a point. There's no point. Even if I have 5,000 people today who give me $1, or if one person gave me $5,000, it doesn't matter. You understand that?
Okay, yes. I mean, I don't understand what he's trying to. He's just pretending there is no argument that these people clearly are saying, right? The argument is they have all the power now. These few people can control every single playthrough. And like fucking Sambuca said, if one whale came by for Final Fantasy VII, he'd still be playing it to this day, probably.
Yeah, but what he's saying is that if you have a problem with that, then you better open your wallet, right?
Yeah, that's another part too.
Which again is crazier than I even gave him credit for previously.
Yeah,
it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter how we get there. It's that you get there. And then what content you put out in the meantime, is it fun? Is it entertaining? Is it positive? Right? That's what matters. As long as I'm working and putting out good content and I got people coming by and supporting me, I don't care how we get there. Now, if you have an issue with the way that we got there, then change it.
Okay.
You change it, not me.
Okay.
I can't change it. I can't make people come to my stream and contribute. As crazy as this sounds.
I thought he was going to say as much as I'd like to.
Yeah, as much as that would be great. Trust me. Because Moran, he says, you're jealous. Please tip. That's what it is. You're jealous, but please tip also.
Because some people actually think that I am some kind of like a crazy mind-washing cult leader.
Yes, money kinesis.
I don't brainwash people to contribute to me. That's never happened.
I simply harass them until they do as I say.
People come and contribute because they like the content. Because they like me. That's why they're here to support. If it's 5 people today who majorly contribute and I hit my goals, or if it's 50 people today who contribute and I hit my goals, I still hit my goals. I can't make a certain person show up and contribute or not contribute.
Yes.
So the fact that anyone tries to hold that against me as a fact.
You guilt trip them when you beg. Factual observation. Yep.
Or not contribute.
So
the fact that anyone tries to hold that against me as a fact of like, oh, you're failing or you're doing well, none of that makes any sense. You're a moron.
Okay.
And no one should have issue with that either. Who cares? Who's contributing? Who's not contributing? How does this have anything to do with me or anyone's power? It doesn't. And why is it your business? Because
you have a tips goal where people can see who gives the most. That's one of those negative things about having a leaderboard is people can say, holy shit, man, that guy gave you a lot of money, didn't he? And then people can, when they're trying to meme and make jokes, they can bring that up.
It's pretty easy, actually.
Who's a successful streamer? Does everyone go and look at all of their finances to see who specifically contributed what and how many? No.
When they beg, they do, and they make fun of the pay pigs there, too. Literally, it always happens when people beg for money and they get big people to support. People follow them and make fun of them. That always happens. It doesn't happen for streamers that don't beg, though. That's the difference, right?
Right.
That's the big difference that he just pretend doesn't exist.
Only me. Because again, hyper-focused, over-obsessed people, no lives, no jobs, no
jobs, obviously,
just sitting around on the internet being toxic all day. Okay? It's fucked up.
Sam Buki just said, doesn't bother me one bit other than when they don't show up, because then it does fucking bother him. It really does bother him when they don't show up.
And I have to deal with that every day. So it's the funny part. Like, if you have an issue, well, man, the same 5 people come and support Phil every day. Then why aren't you? If you like the content, why don't you support content you want to see? Say, hey, Phil, I would love and I would support this other game you're not playing right now. Please consider it, and then contribute. And then maybe other people would say, wait, that's true. I want that too. And then we can do other stuff.
Yes.
Right? But I mean, again, it's called business. I am not a big time dude. I don't get hundreds of thousands of views a day. I don't get 1,000 viewers on stream a day.
You don't get thousands of viewers.
I don't have
you don't get that. That's don't shoot yourself. Don't shoot too high, Philip.
Ability to just do whatever
don't sell yourself
want.
short, but also don't sell yourself too high, too tall either.
Movie Sign says, Wales, we are watching Olympic level mental gymnastics. Yeah, he's just ignoring the argument for the. I don't know, like, unless that hardcore is missing the point of what people make fun of for the whales, right? But that's the thing. Even like people like his fans said, isn't that giving too much power to the whales because it's making 4 or 5 people control the streams, and that's what's happening factually. But he's kind of like trying to pretend that's not the issue, and the issue is like people just make fun of him, or it's bad to have a few whales just for the sake of it. That's not the thing. That no one cares about that. It's the fact that they now control all the power and everything, right?
And he berates the rest of his audience for not wailing out as hard as those 3 or 4 people are.
Yeah.
And when people say I liked this game, why did you quit? He gets mad at them for saying that.
Yeah.
And that gets very tiresome to people, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Flexibility to do whatever I want. I have to play what people want, so people will support. That's called business. I'm a small business owner. Do you get it? I'm not a ginormous million sub YouTuber who went viral. I'm a small time dude, and I'm happy with that. But that's very different. And I'm tired of these morons who think that they know everything who know nothing, or because if they knew anything, they'd be successful YouTubers. They're not. So instead, they just sit there and they're miserable. That someone would come by and support me, right? So anyway, can we get back on topic now instead of listening to morons? That would be great.
Yeah.
Well, who chose to do that? Who chose to do that? Logan K says, if you're upset about whales, why don't you contribute? This means nothing. He is hoping to talk long enough to call this a W. Narcissist word salad. Yeah, he just... You heard it. There was no point to that whole thing in the end, except if you hate this, give money. There you go. So, all right. DSP cried alcoholic real. It says, great, now the fat fuck is changing the rules again. Phil needs to rope himself now in Minecraft. Also, no one is jealous of being bent over a barrel by a den who only gets off on being in control of your business. Big ups, DSP cried alcoholic real.
Wow.
I
negative.
Would love to know...
got derailed, Philip?
What we should do for this Rageathon if that's what we're doing, right? Totally, I'm down for that.
Go.
Okay, yeah. So Sewer Rat says there was one mentally ill whale that rotates sock accounts to gaslight DSP and think he has fans. That's in YouTube chat.
If that's what we're doing.
Oh,
right. Totally,
that's
I'm down for that.
Let's see if that's gonna survive.
Well, I mean, we can't let that slide,
I'm being told that I need to do shout-outs, so let me take a look.
Okay.
I was trying to stay on topic, but I'm being told that I need to do shout-outs.
Okay.
They're telling me I have tips. Okay. I got monkey.
So, let's take a look at Kick.
Okay.
Because apparently I missed stuff on Kick, and I just want to confirm what I missed and didn't.
He has literally a single gifted sub that he already shouted out before, but just didn't put the leaderboard. That's all he's talking about right here.
See here.
Let's see here. Hold on.
Yesterday, I no contributions on Kick. Wow. Zero.
Nothing?
I had 0 contributions on Kick yesterday.
Oh, it seems like the whale didn't show up to Kick yesterday, huh?
That's weird.
Go ahead.
Okay, Rare Tricks did gift a subscription this morning. Thank you, Rare Tricks. That's what I missed.
That's the thing you call out
let's
later.
Get that up on the leaderboard. And thank you, Rare Tricks.
Okay.
Is that
my apologies.
That is it.
Because
that is it.
Kick does for some reason.
Some reason.
Kick isn't really working well with the pop-ups and stuff. It used to be more prominent when someone contributed, and now it's not. So now I guess I just have to periodically go check manually to see if anything came in.
What a shame.
It used to be way more prominent when people contributed over there. Now it's kind of like it's hard to even see when people are gifting and stuff, unless there's like a ton. Like if someone drops a bomb of 10, then it's easy to see because the whole.
Then it's much easier. Yeah,
much easier. If you guys could try that, guys.
Next time, give it a shot.
Flood, but when someone gifts like one, it's like gone in like seconds, and I don't even get to see it. So thank you so much, Rare Tricks. And my apologies.
Give more membership so I can see them.
I didn't shout it out right away. I didn't see it. We got a couple of tips that have come in that I need to shout out.
Okay. Well, reading
Jinx is saying that there's no mods on YouTube. Yeah,
yes.
You know, it is what it is. Some days we have mods, some days we don't.
Oh, yeah, maybe we should make Jinx a mod.
I'm well aware that there's morons in there saying dumb shit.
Okay, so what are you going to do about it?
You should get your best man on the job.
The show. I'm not really paying attention to it.
So
if you see someone specific who's being a jerk, let me know. Tag me and give me their name, and I'll take a look. But
give me their name, give me their address.
I'm just trying to pay attention to the show and not pay attention to the idiots in chat.
Right.
Are you?
Okay.
Right.
So some shout outs. First tip of the day is $5.02.
Whoa.
Let me go ahead.
Okay. Look how long this takes.
What the fuck was this past year? I know your Game of the Year countdown is today, and I don't typically tip, but I wanted to offer my 2 cents and $5.
Not interested.
Did we get a single game in 2024 that was genuinely new and good? There was a gazillion sequels.
We don't care.
Blade.
I've been saying that.
Because tonight, singer, it was just a bizarre year. A good
I do not care.
Games and having all of it. You could own it anywhere. The game.
Okay, past it. I do not care.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
I received a $2 tip
from.
This I completely understand. I can't contribute publicly because your detractors spam my old YouTube channel, so I had to delete it. Yeah, and I'm sorry to say, this is the problem with being mass harassed and stuff like that. It's funny because people say to me, well, Phil, the reason that you're not a big YouTuber is because you don't just play whatever you want. Well, I can't play whatever I want.
You said, well, no, remember, Philip said actually, I want to make sure I play this now, just so we know. Oh, get out of here, David Bowie, with that cheeky smile. Get out of here. Tired of it.
He's having too much fun. You're having too much fun, David.
Tired of it.
Different services, which is amazing when you really think about it. Co-streaming, both sites, right? That's amazing.
Here we go.
Branching out, doing different kinds of content, reviving DSP Tries It, trying some political content. Now take a look at 2025.
Everybody hated all that.
Now attempting pro wrestling commentary again for the first time in a decade. Right? In my opinion,
burp.
All right, things are looking very, very up.
Okay.
Yeah.
The only thing is,
that's weird.
My level of positivity and success is not the mainstream belief system. Okay.
What does that
Sadly,
mean?
out
what
there,
could that possibly mean?
There are people who think to be successful, you need to be a million sub YouTube.
No.
You need to be bringing in thousands of viewers to stream.
No.
You need to be making insane amounts of bank.
Well,
I don't believe any of those three things.
That does help. That is a very good indicator that things are going right. If you're making money and not having to beg every single fucking day,
that is a good sign, at least.
I feel like to be successful, you need to love what you do. You need to have an audience that loves to see you love what you do.
Which they don't.
And then you need to find a way to make it profitable.
Okay, yeah.
And that's it.
Which you don't.
All right? I love live streaming. I love interacting with all of you. And I love the fact that now we have flexibility to do whatever we want.
Well, today you said that's not true. What changed in 6 days?
That's so weird.
Huh?
On a day, we could just sit here and talk, or we can play a game, and it can be a game from any direction. PC, console, whatever.
Well, except if it's RPG, unfortunately.
Limitations, right?
Okay.
Talk about politics. We could talk about other topics. We do
after the president's inaugurated, of course.
Well, yeah, that would be
we could go in
ridiculous to do otherwise. Come on.
In any direction we want, we have that flexibility. And you're here for the ride, and you know that now there's a positive community focused around it.
Where's that?
That we can now support each other. We can have.
Okay. Well, you got the point.
Because then I don't get support. Right, I have to play what people want.
Wow, it works perfectly. Look at that. Into this.
I can't play whatever I want. A big YouTuber is because you don't just play whatever you want. Well, I can't play whatever I want.
I can't play whatever I want. Great clip to go back to.
Then I don't get support.
Yeah,
right? I have to play what people want. Oh, well then you should just become mainstream popular, and then you can play whatever you want. What?
What?
But what
Yeah,
are you
it's
talking
become
about?
mainstream
How could
popular, stupid.
If it was that easy, I'm pretty sure everyone would be doing it
ever
right now.
become mainstream popular? There's literally a group of people
Uh-oh, it's us again.
who are so
fault.
unhinged, who are so antisocial. They are sociopaths. That if someone just happens to find me in my content, a newcomer, and they come to the channel and say, hey, I want to hang out for a few days, and they do, these people then stalk them. They go to their social media. They go to their YouTube page. They go to everything. They leave nasty comments. They fucking do everything they can to harass them. Does that have anything to do with me? No.
Yes, it has everything to do with you, but okay.
With a bunch of obsessed, crazy people. And so you should just become more popular. How would I do that exactly?
Ends of Win says, Kino Casino gave you away, but you didn't take
When
it.
anyone who's new even shows up and shows a tiny piece of positivity, they get harassed by
That's not
crazy
even
people.
fucking true.
No, it's not. It's not true. Of course, people, when you do support Phil, of course, people will maybe Google your name, but all they do is see what public shit is out there, and then if there's crazy shit, they show the crazy shit. Darziak.
Yeah. By the way, that's like people showing people your content, your footage. So, like, if you want that to go away, maybe you need to change something, sir.
So how could I do anything to fix that situation exactly?
I don't know.
You have to understand, it doesn't matter how much I change for the better. It doesn't matter, how much, I listen to feedback. It's never good enough for crazy people.
Yep.
Yeah,
Never good enough.
Look at me now compared to a few years ago. A few years ago,
Take
where
a look
my
at
setup
me
sucked.
I no longer jerk off on stream.
I was constantly complaining.
Give a tip to me now.
I got RGs behind me, and my mic is in the air, and I lean. Right,
I was broke.
There's an option there.
Now, everything's different. Okay, but it's still not good enough. I'm still a bad person. I'm still doing the wrong things. I'm still e-begging. I'm still
Philip, what was that? Let me hear that again.
a bad person. I'm still doing the wrong things. I'm still e-begging.
I apologize. Let me hear this one more time.
I have no problem e-begging.
Okay. Just want to clear that. That was from 2 days ago.
I'm still rage quitting. The bar will never stop being moved.
What was that?
All right?
Yeah.
So
the bar will never stop being moved. The bar now.
This is pretty messed up.
Yeah, it's pretty messed up,
People
man.
who just want to come by and discover me and be like, oh, this is good stuff. Let's hang out.
I just want to
And then it gets ruined by these mentally ill people.
I thought yesterday we said we didn't need to talk about the trolls anymore.
But that's the point I'm making.
Yeah, hey, haven't your wife been to a mental illness wellness center of some sort, Phil? That's not right.
These people, they've created a vicious cycle. They realize that if they sit around and create toxicity around me,
and
the content gets made. They make money on it. Then I can't become a bigger content creator because anyone who comes by to hang out with me and enjoy my stuff gets harassed by people on the internet because there's a ton of content out there that says I'm a bad person, even though it's all slanderous and defamatory and false.
Well, really, it's just clips of shit you did, but okay, go ahead.
Yeah, your content also, by the way, in most cases, it's not even edited and it's just shown to be you, actually.
So,
doesn't matter because it's a vicious cycle. As long as they keep making me look like a horrible person, they make money, they get popularity, and then more people believe it.
You claim that you changed for the better, but you literally lied to your audience for 7 years about where their support was going, and now claim that anyone who considers that bad behavior for a streamer are obsessed stalkers. That's the polar opposite of being better.
And then more people harass my viewers.
Ban that guy, please. Yeah.
And fans, and the cycle continues. It's pretty fucked up.
And we're banning who
Definitely.
now? Who are we banning here? Banning a lot of people here because everyone's saying.
Let's continue.
Okay, yep, that was a ban. Who'd you ban?
Someone very negative, I'm sure.
Yes, Disgruntled Gramer, thank you for the tip. They did another $1 tip as a follow-up because I hadn't shouted out tips.
Disgruntled
Gamer.
So
they were like, did my tip go through? It did go through. My apologies.
Gramer was his name.
Trying to play catch up here with contributions today.
Yes,
so thank you.
A lot of troll stuff to talk about. You understand.
But no. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with the industry.
What?
Right now with games.
Oh God, we got out of this already.
Harassed. It's like in chat, relative newcomers, people who the last few months have been very supportive, and they've all been harassed. It's like, so what did I do to deserve that? What did they do to deserve that? We didn't do anything.
Well, a lot of stuff, Phil.
Well, let me see. What exactly did he do to deserve that? Here, let me bring this up here. Okay, where do you want to go here on this timeline to talk about why people do this?
Can we go to beating off live on stream, please?
That's here. The incident on May 1st, 2016.
Oh, okay, cool.
We have him saying, here, I'll just pick Justine saying the only reason she got in her position is because she was banging EA executives.
She was being gangbanged.
Excuse me. Yes. Okay. Of course, the bank leaks, which let us know exactly that he was lying about everything and spending copious amounts of money on a mobile game.
I see a nice Pokemon named Ninetales over there, where it says threaten an 11-year-old girl on VR chat.
Oh, that's interesting. Okay. Anyways, a lot of things here.
There's quite a few
literally
things,
we seems here in our lane, hanging out, having a good time, and not bothering anyone. Right?
Serial experiments.
Keemstar
lane?
said it himself. He's talking about review tech and how crazy obsessed he is with me and stuff, right?
Oh,
and
God.
he said it best. He's like, listen, you don't have to love DSP or whatever, but he doesn't bother anyone.
Dude,
so why would you ever care? Why would you harass him? Why would you make fun of him? No one, he doesn't do nothing. He just sits around and makes his content for his audience. So why would you even bother with the guy? Why would you be obsessed with him? He's right. Keemstar is right. Wow. There's no reason for anyone to care except those who like my content. That's it. There's no reason for anyone to care except those who like my content. That's it.
Oh, there's another one.
Like me and my
that was
content,
the same one. I wrote.
I'm not harming anyone. I'm not going out of my way to hurt people. I'm not recruiting armies of children and corrupting them. So what is your problem with me?
Okay.
Well, wow, that was a very weirdly specific thing to say that you're not doing.
Yeah.
Corrupting out of my way to hurt people. I'm not recruiting armies of children and corrupting them.
Wow, not recruiting armies of children.
I'm not a South African warlord, employing children in my army, my hate army.
God.
We got to write a song. We got to write a song that lets the people know that we definitely don't diddle kids. Something like, we don't diddle kids. I don't diddle kids. Something like that.
What is your problem with me?
Keem wants to give you a show. Correct, he does. He tried. He's talking about Mr. Beast. Yeah, that's what it's from.
Yeah, listen. Copium says, imagine.
Copium?
No, that's not his name, Phil. Read his name again. Try that.
Copium?
Yeah, listen. Copium says, imagine tracking someone down at their place of business and yelling at them because earlier in the day they bought a ham sandwich somewhere. Who cares? You're right.
Well,
you're right, Copium.
Nothing like that has ever happened, so I don't know what you're talking about.
Like, think of it this way. Actually, this would probably be a real life example.
Oh, please.
Let's say for some reason you're very anti-Christian. This is just a hypothetical.
Oh,
Let's say you're very anti-Christian.
Please.
So you sit outside of the local Chick-fil-A because you know that Chick-fil-A is owned by Christians.
Fill up.
Okay.
Yeah.
You watch someone buy a chicken sandwich. You watch them.
People do protest that shit. I don't know about Chick-fil-A in particular, but people do protest shit they don't like.
And by the way, if we want to go down this route, how about we go like the opposite, huh? Like, how about we say, if someone frequents a business like, I don't know, Planned Parenthood, for example, and people hung out outside them and threw Molotov cocktails and beat people with signs. I don't know.
Yeah, we'll throw animal blood on like fur.
Oh yeah, that's a good one too. Yeah.
Nerd Brew says, I hope you saw Scott Cheetos thinking that being said was DSP. Yeah, I don't know too much about that guy, but I did see that clip. Was very funny. Where he said
that dude really sucks. He's barely funny. He is funny, but he really, really sucks. And it, like, in a way that's very similar to DSP, but like his own very unique way. He gets baited by the trolls worse than DSP, if you can imagine that.
Okay, he seems like not. Yeah, he just seems like a nothing dude. But he was like vibing to like Meerkat's song. Like, big ups DSP. I like this song.
That's funny.
But it's like detractors. They were right.
Yeah, that's funny. An idiot. He's also dumb as rocks. So if you like fun interactive content, check out Rye Drake's channel about Scott Cheetos.
Big ups to Copeside Phil says the more things change, the more they stay the same. Absolutely true.
Correctamundo.
Nervous Noodle says I can't believe he's still on this. They Yeah, today we just had an agenda. We had to get our anti-troll shit out today, and that's what we're fucking doing right now.
The therapy session last night wasn't long enough, so we booked another one for today, and we did 2 hours today.
That's what we're here for. Women's Cardigan, my wife outgrew, says, does DSP think people with bigger audiences don't have detractors? I dislike Hassan and Asman, but they both have huge fan base and huge amount of detractors. Yes, everyone that's huge has detractors. They absolutely do.
Dude, celebrity, like, how long have, like, fucking celebrities, just people on TV, been just getting nasty letters in the mail, letter bombs, anthrax and shit sent to them, right? It happens to everybody, you dumb fuck.
Yeah, people dislike people for all sorts of reasons, and being popular is a major reason people dislike people. Right? Yeah. So, like, oh, you're too popular? I dislike that, and people hate them. So, it happens in every part of media. It happens,
and kind of like a big way of like demonstrating that you are successful is like showing that you can like roll with those kinds of things and maybe even turn some haters into supporters by like positively engaging with them or just not freaking out in the worst, most embarrassing way possible, like this.
Yeah. Nick SF says people are more likely to seek out the troll content when he spots like he currently is, and that's a good point too. Let me see what he's talking about. Let me see this. Oh, this is how you don't play. Let me see this. This fucking sucks.
What is this? I'm gonna go defend him. Now, surely he hasn't done anything that bad.
He starts cracking up at the intro, like, "Oh my god, this is pretty funny."
Exactly.
Let's go.
Eat the chicken sandwich and enjoy it. And then
hold on.
Watch them eat. Okay?
I forgot where this came from.
You watch someone buy a chicken sandwich. You watch them eat the chicken sandwich and enjoy it. And then you follow them home.
No.
And outside of their house,
you
start to protest and say, down with this person. They ate the Christian chicken sandwich.
Okay. Well, great
That's
metaphor.
not
Or you go to their
exactly
place of work. And you start Did you know that someone inside that building ate a Christian chicken sandwich?
Great metaphor, bro.
What are you talking about? That's how the people act. Someone came to Phil's stream, tossed him $5 because they like his content, and then they went about their merry way and the rest of their life.
Definitely,
and then you
that's
left
what
the
happens.
stream and followed them to their social media, to their personal accounts, to their real life content, to their real life stuff. And you harassed them because they donated $5 to Phil.
Okay.
What? But I'm the one who's crazy. I'm the one who's in the wrong because I make content.
Well,
because I stream.
It's not about making the content, Philip.
Because I enjoy my life. Because I like games. Because I hang out with people. I'm the problem.
Holy fuck!
No,
yes.
Sorry, you've exposed yourselves. You're the fucking problem.
Not again.
You're the weirdo.
Myself again.
Not me.
Okay, yeah. The more you say that, doesn't mean anyone's going to believe it, you know? I'm not a lol cow. Hey, guys, I'm not a lol cow. Shut the fuck up about it.
You guys better stop treating me like a lol cow or I'm going to get pissed and throw a temper tantrum live on stream, okay?
I am not.
Then we'll see who the lol cow is.
Lorraine says, do you think
I was not paused that whole time. I thought I did pause, but I wasn't.
Regular job or does it end on the internet? Who knows? But again, these people are crazy stalkerish. Crazy stalkerish. You've seen some of the things that they've said and done.
Oh, definitely.
No, what do they say?
To intervene with simple things like, I'm ordering food for an event, and they would try to mess with the store.
That's not true. Someone threatened to do that on Twitter, said they know someone that works there. Just a stupid dude on Twitter. They didn't try to do anything.
Yeah, it's just bullshit, you dumb fuck. You're being fucked with in the same way that you're being fucked with right now. Some dumbass is just saying shit to you, and you're buying it hook, line, and sinker.
Large Cup of Salt, big up, says the guy who played Frank in MASH was relentlessly bullied by fans for playing a jerk on the show, and that was in the 70s. Trolling celebs isn't new. Yeah, and even or lolcows in this case.
Dude, the guy who played Joffrey Baratheon on fucking Game of Thrones, right? People yell at him from windows in the street. The kid who played Anakin Skywalker in those Star Wars movies became like a junkie and his life was ruined by the Phantom Menace.
Because people are fucking idiots. You got to remember, a lot of people are fucking idiots. And clearly they are a lot of idiots because you see how many people are here in DSPs defending DSP's insane takes on this topic. Well,
there are
not that many people.
Good trolls out there, dude. You know?
Yeah.
And,
I should say there's like 4 people that are supporting Philip at this point, but you know what I mean.
Yes.
Big Ups WhoaMoses says Coney 2012 is better than Burnell 2025. Let's change the world.
Remember that? Like that was. I mean, I'm not sure how that relates exactly to this situation, but I think Phil could stand to go a little bit viral like that. You know, maybe boost his image. Maybe you can find that Coney guy, see if he can.
All right, thank you for re-upping your membership. That I've announced that I'm going to order food from. You know, they literally try to intervene with real life stuff. You know, they've harassed.
So good example.
People around me that literally have no association with me.
You're talking about Jenna now.
Just because they're in proximity to me in real life.
Proximity?
So just think about that. You know, maybe if I were to quit and shut down everything. Completely, 100%.
Go ahead.
So I will not stream ever again. And I went out and I tried to have a real job offline. I bet people would still stalk.
Okay.
I mean, right. With Wings of Redemption, he tried to do
I would be at Phil's Burger King on day one.
And they got him fired from DoorDash. You know, he didn't do nothing wrong. He just
I wouldn't try to get Phil fired. I would just order burgers from him and stuff and try to talk to him about games and just loudly be like, "Are you DSP gaming?"
Oh no, in that case, I would just be wearing all troll merchandise, all Philip merchandise, like legit merchandise. Just go order stuff. Be there every day.
Just wearing stuff with his face all over it.
Do a live stream.
To Phil.
Oh my god, I'll be streaming from the lobby. Just stream like other lolcows. Like, we're just doing other lolcows right now, Phil. Can I get a refill here, actually?
Unhinged.
No, I'm not really interested in you. Actually, I'm kind of tired of talking about you. I'm doing a thing about Wings of Redemption. Actually, not really interested in hearing from you. Actually, can I just have my burger, please? And no ketchup. No ketchup this time, Philip. Okay? Got it.
I got the Wings deep dive tomorrow, but I'm just chilling here for a minute.
Yeah. I mean, when you support,
let's make sure you fill those fries up to the top, please, Burnell. Okay.
Thank you.
Who are doing toxic content. You don't understand that they are grooming an entire generation of people to be off content.
Excuse me?
Hold on. Well, who are we grooming?
I mean, when you just
I only know one groomer here, and it's DSP. But all right, go ahead. Continue.
Again, these people are unhinged, and this is what I mean. When you support these YouTubers who are doing toxic content, you don't understand that they are grooming an entire generation of people to be awful people.
You are like DSP is the exact kind of person who like you don't want to find out about language like that because he's going to weaponize it in the exact wrong way. Like talking about that, like informing people about this guy, like, and okay. It's a little bit cringe to talk about like DSP detracting in the form of like, oh, I'm raising awareness about this,
that is cringe. Yeah, that is cringe.
Right? But like, fuck, I lost the point that I was trying to make. But to act like that's the same thing as like let's just say pedophilia.
Yes.
It's kind of not exactly representative of the situation.
If you just say the word grooming, it has a very specific connotation. If you can use it in not that way, but you have to make it clear. Like he was grooming he was grooming his baseball team to be better at fielding or something. You know what I mean? Like it's possible to say that, like, but you have to be very clear.
Yeah, it'd be a really weird thing to say too. They'd be like, why did you say it like that?
But he's trying to make it sound as bad as possible by using that word, right? By using
he's
this
grooming him
word.
for Carnegie Hall. Actually, it's but did you say that even like he's being groomed for a particular position in like a company or something? So it's
So you have to be specific
really that far outside the lexicon, which is still kind of funny.
Grooming an entire generation of people to be awful people. I'm going to repeat what I just said, okay? Because I think this is something important.
God, I hate when he does this.
Sambuca again says, I think it's because of these rants, but what do I know?
That people need to start calling out. This is very, very important that everyone understand this, okay?
Okay, yes.
Okay, go ahead.
If you support toxic YouTubers who all they do is stalk and harass people,
what does that mean?
You are supporting people who are grooming.
So Kino Casino is grooming
a generation of people to be antisocial sociopaths.
Okay.
And you are telling everyone that's okay.
Okay. Sounds good to me, guys.
Okay.
Yep.
You can tell people that that's okay, and guess what? People don't have to listen to you. Okay, like that's the kind of thing. Is like people don't just do things that other people say in real life. Unlike you, Phil Burnell, who just does everything that everyone tells him as long as someone that he respects told it to him.
This is wild. He really had an agenda today, didn't he?
Yeah.
It's coming out. Movie Sign says, just curious how long the montage will be if someone's strung together all the times Dave behaved like a belligerent, mannerless, insensitive butthead. Well, too long. I mean, there's
long hard drive space out there yet. I don't think we don't have the tech for that.
Jericho TSK says, please don't use this to groom an entire generation of awful people. Too late. I'm doing it right now.
Sorry. You're already here, bitch.
Drew Bayou says, put the fries in the bag, dude. You're washed. Yeah, that's exactly what happened.
Watch that content and you support that toxic content. That all they do is hate on someone. They slander someone. They crap on someone constantly.
Let's stop. Oh, and let's stop supporting Kino Casino. Then is what people are rightfully saying in chat.
You are telling a whole generation of people it is okay to behave like that.
Okay. Yes.
And it's not.
Again, you can't tell anyone anything.
So we can't talk about anyone on the internet. Got it.
We're gonna have an entire generation of people who are just sitting on the internet all day, antisocial, who are trying to ruin other people's lives.
Comes from the person that leaves his house once a week. This means a lot. Yeah. Go ahead. Any financial advice maybe you can throw into this? Because I know you're great with money as well.
Good call.
Financial
marriage advice too? I don't know.
Investing advice? This is definitely a person I want to hear from.
Sitting on the internet all day, antisocial, who are trying to ruin other people's lives.
Yes.
That's not good. That's not even acceptable. That's a societal problem.
And this man talking right now is 5 days removed from the next time he will leave his house.
Yeah.
Telling you that you're being antisocial.
He's also like he went bankrupt from overspending on unsecured debt. So actually, I would say in terms of societal harm, he's probably actually contributed a little bit more than he's letting on, right? Because that's like that kind of thing will lead to higher prices in general. If everybody just did that, it would be really, really bad, right? So
also Otopico, correct? This is coming from a person that also has 0 friends. Friends.
Have to now
nobody groomed him, you see. He also doesn't groom him. This is a man talking about grooming who does not groom himself, by the way. He does not shower.
Growing up where all their social interactions are on the internet.
Yes.
They only have friendships. They only have these relationships with people on the internet. They don't even have anything in real life that's real.
Okay.
That's
I have a job.
You have to have that real life connection, that real life stuff, real life.
Philip, a person that
real life stuff.
His social interactions are his laptop.
Life of your own, friends and family and a job and meaningful stuff.
Yep.
You can't just sit on the internet crapping on people all day. And there's people
I can.
This is it. So now you've allowed people to monetize the hate. You've allowed people to make a living.
Stealing a line from Craig there. Big ups. Nice. Monetize the hate.
Oh, yeah.
Things off of it. Guess what? You're fucking up society.
Guess what?
YouTube is majorly to blame for this because they don't care. They have no morals or values. As long as the money rolls in, they'll monetize anything. That's messed up.
Like
that
closet
should
cleaning
not be
stream,
allowed
maybe?
to continue. I feel like laws should be in place against it.
I feel like laws should be in place.
Why are you allowed to monetize actual lies? How does that make sense?
Prove that they're you're not allowed to do that because when that happens, people prove that they're lies and then they're not allowed to do it anymore. So
I don't get it because offline this shit doesn't fly, but online everything goes. I don't get it.
What?
Okay, as usual, no one in chat except for the most extreme dented are saying it. Community is like they're obsessed with you. You're literally projecting. Sambuca says, thank goodness this is being exposed. I don't know what the fuck that means. I came to watch Stalker 2, and we're talking about damn groomers. I ain't high enough. Darkside Dabber says, the last few weeks of podcasts have been fever dreams, I swear. They value money over morals. It's an ethical issue. Oh, definitely. Now, guys says you should tell you should tell Triple P this stuff.
Yeah.
Could the same be said about your reaction to Review Tech's documentary? Any comment on that, Philip?
No.
I need to win the lotto.
Wow, he found that one.
That's what he reads.
That's what he reads. The Sambuca comment that finally had a positive statement to say. Nice.
I sometimes feel like he has like a psychic connection with some of the people in his chat where it's like, okay, I need someone to say I need to win the lotto so I can go to the next point that I already said last week.
Amazing.
Here's the thing. First of all, I've already said this. If I ever or somehow by some random chance became actually like affluent,
yes.
All right. I would still make content. I want to make this clear.
Bullshit.
Zero chance.
Still make content. I would still
He would maybe throw in a once a week stream, just like, "Hey guys, I'm still cool, still rich. Thanks, guys."
No, are you joking? He would be 7 days a week if he was rich. Like he.
Oh yeah, you're right. Yeah, just don't. He finally would not have to beg. Well, and then he would just stream for 12 hours a day, like trying to own the trolls. Yeah, you're right.
He wouldn't have to beg, but I guarantee you'd be begging harder than ever, guys. Since I won the lotto, my taxes have been higher than ever. So you know.
Because Spitfire01 says, fuck sickos. Obviously, we always agree with that.
Fuck sickos.
Copeside Phil says, if making videos on someone is now harassment according to Phil, then all of YouTube and 95% of the internet is harassing everyone. Correct.
It is?
Drama is what keeps YouTube going. You know what I'm saying? It's just that's how it is.
Drama is what keeps fucking human society, is what keeps people entertained. Yeah. Like, that's what it's called. Theater is called drama, right? So... yeah, everyone loves drama because it's entertaining. Sorry, sorry that you happen to be...
Before the internet, we already had like fucking magazines and shit trying to follow shit around. Like, oh my God, can you believe that whoever the fuck is dating whoever the fuck? It just, everyone likes it. You know,
when you were a kid, you'd just go down to the Roman Coliseum or to the Forum, right? And you'd be inscribing something on a tablet and hanging it on a wall somewhere, and they'd be saying something about, Scipios Africanus has a small dick or something like that.
I would always doing that. It was a lot of fun back in the day.
I'm sure.
Duty streams in the house. Oh, I can put you up here, Duty. There we go. Duty in the stream says, wait until he sees my December YouTube analytics. Nope, Duty, don't self-felt yourself. That's the problem.
Yeah, careful.
Don't felt yourself, Duty. Careful.
Yeah, you're about to embarrass yourself by showing how much money you make.
Very embarrassing.
Yeah, wow, great.
Great. Look how much money he made. Just look at him felting himself.
Oh, wow, he's so successful.
Put out streams, I would still play games. It would definitely be less.
Don't play games now, sir.
It definitely would be at a smaller scale.
Yeah,
but I would still do it because I love it. Like, I actually have passion for this. It's not just to make a paycheck. It's because I actually enjoy myself.
Right.
Okay.
Definitely.
But that's not true, is it? Because we have a very specific set of games we can play and can't play.
And I love it. I love hanging out with you guys. I love the interactions we have. I do. That's what I'm really here for.
Yes.
I'm not here to, print money. That's, if that were the case, I would be doing 20 other things that are more profitable than this.
Okay,
so how many opportunities? I just had
one other thing that you could do.
So you're choosing to be a online e-beggar.
I would be doing 20 other things that are more profitable than this.
Okay.
Because how many opportunities? I just had the opportunity months ago to get into drama content, and I didn't.
Because the money dried up and the views dried up.
You tried your goddamnedest to get into it too. You made a little prop with Review Tech USA's head on it. Like
that little bump you see when he says amidst to down from the rafters, that was his drama arc. And as you can see, the month that it fell down to normal viewership, it was dropped. It was not a decision he made based on morals. It was a decision based on it wasn't working anymore. But yes, please tell us how you didn't want to.
Could have done that, and I could have been way more profitable. But I don't care about that, right?
Definitely.
I stuck to my guns.
Yeah, stuck to my guns.
Please tip.
Stuck to my guns.
But anyway.
Stuck to what I'm good at.
Yeah, like.
Yeah.
If I ever were to become affluent, maybe.
Dude, it was a throwaway comment. Why are we still on this?
It's so funny the way that he uses he's like comfortable with using certain words, but not others. Like he's trying to avoid saying the word rich.
Yeah.
Because that makes it sound worse somehow. But I kind of feel like saying the word affluent so many times is like a little bit worse than saying, if I was rich, like. I don't know.
He's trying to avoid saying it. He definitely avoids saying some key words for sure. I mean, whale used to be one of them too, but he said it today. He called them straight up whales. E-bag too. We used to not say that.
A lot of words we used to not be able to say.
I have no problem e-begging.
Okay, you tell him. Okay, you say. Where can I see that image, Evil Snoot? It's on my Twitter, but I'll make it an edit to it. I want to add WB Champions timeline, so it's not final. I'll put it on.
Don't respond to that guy, please.
Oh, Evil Snoot, you're a legend. Thank you so much, Evil Snoot.
No, he's not a legend.
Vidmiss says, it's so funny that when I first started watching DSP, he never talked about trolls, but now he brings them up so much every day. By the way, I love you, Snoot. Oh, we got a troll here. I'll take care of
No,
this.
that guy's good.
Okay.
Read that guy's comment twice, please.
Big ups, Vidmiss. You are out of here. Last contribution
would have
for you.
to start something in regards to showing everyone that you can't just say and do whatever the fuck you want.
Definitely.
Well, actually, I
create an
can, Philip.
entire
That's the great
toxic
thing.
Community of sociopathic people and tell them it's okay to go harass people. You can't make a video outright lying about what someone said and then try to mobilize people against them.
Okay,
well, neither of those things happen, so we're good, I guess, huh?
Yes, and we can make clips of things that you said to show people the crazy shit that you've done. But Duty Stream says this segment apply to Kino Casino. Oh, no, Duty.
No,
please, no.
Whoa,
way different. Way
bringing
different.
that up for. It's got nothing to do with what we're talking about
Please,
here.
Come on.
It's illegal. It always has been, but no one takes action for it, which is ridiculous.
Oh, so Phil, what do you think you should do?
Yep, take action, I guess, huh? Let's get a quick munch in. Oh God. Do we get it? We're still chewing on it.
Nothing
We need
would
the
make me
ankle
kick quick
grinder sound for those
I've
ones
said
now.
this before, and I'll say
Darkside Davik says, Duty rips your clips from your streams. He isn't editing your words. That will get ignored, though.
Obviously.
Nothing would make me kick quit content creation for good. I've said this before, and I'll say it again. Okay? It's this simple.
Oh, please.
Go ahead.
I will quit when I feel like it. When I'm well and good. When I'm ready and I make the
let me
decision.
ban someone real quick.
Okay?
Hang on.
It's not going to be this person says I'm done or this,
He just banned that Duty comment, I bet.
Me, I'm the one who controls my destiny. All right? I'll be here streaming and making content for you guys every day until I feel so fit that I don't want to do it anymore.
I feel so fit.
I'm in control.
I won't be
Nobody
here.
else. Or else,
you know what? That sounds very, very
time
convincing,
ago.
don't you think?
Oh,
I felt it
definitely.
right now, actually.
All right, we got a big push of bannings today. I'll read them a few. Oh, wow. Ashton called Fat Cat Real was banned.
That's funny.
BK is hiring Real. Good night, Ash Real. I call him Triple P. Flathead Wet Brain. The Clanius Reed. Will they fall for it? It time RGB Epilepsy Real.
That one's good. I like that one.
It time RGB Epilepsy Real. That's pretty good, man.
That one gets the gold medal for me today, okay?
And Soldier213, he's still in Kick Chat now, but he will get banned apparently. Let's see when it happens.
When I would have stepped down and said, fuck this, it's not worth it. I'm not going anywhere.
Amazing.
It's all good, Look Crafty and Arcade, good to see you.
Yeah, definitely.
Who's that?
Hey, Phil, sorry I'm late, he said.
I've never seen that person
I
in the
haven't
chat
either.
before.
I have not either.
It's so funny.
The bans, by the way, people are asking, who's banning? It's all DSP Gaming. All DSP Gaming bans
That's
there.
hilarious.
Every single one. Oh, Kino Cathedral's in chat now?
I got
Okay.
a fixed monthly wage from YouTube. What would I play? Like, to be honest with you guys, I would always have a chill RPG in the rotation.
Definitely.
No, you wouldn't.
You know?
Hypnotic Jinx says,
I donate and never try to dictate what you do. I enjoy your take on any game you play, and we all have a good time watching it, so stop saying whales. Tell Phil what to do.
well, Jinx, Philip called you whale, so he just told other people to also become whales. So he said whales,
said
not
that.
us.
What do you want me to do? He's the one who says it.
Come on, Jinx.
Oh, wait, I would always want to have a relaxing game that's an RPG style game where we can hang out and have fun. All right.
I just want to have fun.
We're also having social interactions with a game. Like, it's not just about the game.
Yeah.
The thing is, like, I can't do that right now. Like, that's what I would like to have more flexibility of, to play maybe a chill game all the time, right?
Okay. But unfortunately, he can't.
Jinx, thanks for a $20 super chat. He says, I donate, but I'm not trying to dictate what you do.
Oh, yeah, Kino, I see Triple P is in, I call him Triple P. He's in chat right now, just hyping up his show. He said, huge wrestling show tomorrow. Hulk Hogan returns
I enjoy your take
tonight.
on any game that you play, and we all have a good time together watching.
That's what he's here for, just to hype up the wrestling show. But
So
we'll see if he gets any sneak disses in like last time.
saying that whales tell Phil what to do. They don't.
They
They
don't.
don't tell me what
They
to do
don't.
at
Yes,
all.
they control you what
tell
you
me what to do. They just strongly influence my decisions with money.
And I am being very active and open in telling you they will control what I do in the coming year. Let's make it more real.
If you happen to have a weird sexual fetish for controlling my actions for some reason, tip now. Okay.
Oh God! Look at this. Ashton and Andy are my friends.
It's funny because, and by the way, Ashton is in chat, and I'm about to make the announcement.
Yeah,
now
please.
That he's here.
Sorry, I'm ranting my head off. I can't stop real quick. I'll be almost done,
Now's
Ashton.
a good time to make the
Wait.
announcement about tomorrow's wrestling.
Morning,
show.
Ashton.
So I'm going to show you guys
Ash.
something really cool in just a sec here.
Okay.
No, in regards to this, it's funny. You ever
it's
see
funny, though.
someone who's a big contributor of mine coming by and demanding that I play or do something? Have you ever seen that?
Yes.
I don't.
Yeah, Iron Guy did literally that.
Yes.
I don't recall. I mean, maybe years and years and years ago.
Oh, okay. So it does happen in the past.
Okay, so it does happen.
When you had, you know, guys like that Tutankhamun guy and shit like that, right? And
we're gonna shit on Tutankhamun. Okay.
You can play Street Fighter 5 and shit. But it's been so long. The people who come by and hang out and support in big ways enjoy the content.
Okay.
And they come by and support it. Like we had people coming by supporting Killer Frequency, but also fighting games like Street Fighter 6, but also Stalker 2, Indiana Jones. Does any of that sound like a common game? They're all different.
Yeah.
They're not coming by and demanding that I play this game or this game or this game.
Okay.
Here's the pattern. When I play certain games like these JRPGs, that's when no one shows up.
Okay.
And does the big support. You notice that. That's the real pattern here, right?
Okay. Gotcha.
Wait.
So you see, okay.
That's, if anything, I just feel like they're not mainstream enough. Is there an audience for JRPGs? Yes. It's not my audience. It's just too small of a slice of the pie that cares about JRPGs, and that sucks because I love them. You know, it's one of the games I would love to play more and more. Thank you, Jinx, for the super chat. Okay, let's do this, guys. Now that Ashton's here.
Okay.
Right now,
dude,
it gets me back on track.
Yeah, my boss is here. I should start doing my job, I guess.
Mood picked up a little bit,
Ladies and gentlemen, tomorrow, in place of this podcast, we got something special going on. Tomorrow, for the first time in over a decade, I will be doing wrestling commentary.
Oh my God!
Okay?
Cool.
Over a decade ago,
nobody cared about
for several years,
ago.
I had a wrestling show.
Yeah, with who?
Okay? It was called Smart Guys.
Who was that
and
with?
It was a show where I did with my friend and co-host John Rambo.
You mean former friend, right?
Not friend anymore.
Pro wrestling.
No, not friends anymore.
And we would comment on it, whether it was WWE or at that time their major competitor was Impact Wrestling / TNA / whatever the hell their name is today. I have no idea. And then every once in a while we would talk a little bit about something else. I mean, hell, during the run of that show, we actually attended WrestleMania and talked about it live on the show, which was really cool.
Definitely. You spent, I think he admitted to each ticket being what? $2,000, I think he said? Each ticket. Just a ticket. Yeah, just a ticket, he said. Yeah.
It was, wrestling's been a part of my life for a long time.
He just paid for Rambo because he needed a ride, though. That's it.
Oh, right. And like someone to carry his bags and stuff, right?
That was the only reason.
What happened was two key factors happened that got me out.
He said that at we asked the king. He said one of the Ask the Kings. He said that it was $2,500 for each or something. He couldn't quite remember, but yeah.
Out of pro wrestling. Okay, factor number one, I moved across the country, and when I did, I had a falling out with Rambo.
Oh no!
And we actually had
I call him Rambo.
Yeah. And when I did, I had a falling out with Rambo.
Okay.
And we actually had plans to continue with the show, but it never happened. And so,
whose fault was that?
I always kind of threw the idea out. Hey, do you think I should do another pro wrestling show with someone? Any idea? And at the time, now this was 10 years ago, people were like, if it ain't with Rambo, then just never do it because it wouldn't be appropriate.
Did people say that?
But it's been 10 years. 10 years have passed.
Ashton
Things
dipped
are very
out, by the
different.
way.
I'm a different person. The world is a very different person now.
I think he said those two
men. The world is a very different person right now.
I think
that's
Ashton,
one of the stupidest things I've ever heard. I'm sorry.
I'm trying to see if Ashton left those two messages and nothing else, so that was it for him.
That's a different person. The world is a very different person now. Things are very different. I'm a different person. The world is a very different person now.
It is a very different person, honestly.
Definitely.
All right. The world is a very different person now. Of course it is. The world is a very different place now. Excuse me.
The world is a different person. Wrestling with Rambo.
No.
Times to drain.
I stayed a fan of pro wrestling.
I call him Triple P. I loved Rambo's feet.
And Andy Warski
has shredded ass despite all my...
For the last decade. The first 5 years, I was heavily into
wage, something.
I was watching Raw and SmackDown, and for a while their WWE network had all the WWE content. So I was watching NXT. I was watching things like the Mae Young Classic and the
wrestling history,
Cruiserweight Classic, stuff like that. I was watching all the content on there. I was watching, to some extent, some of Impact and TNA, okay? And I was getting into it, and then, there was a big hype that AEW was going to be coming out and all of that to be a major competitor with WWE. So all this was happening. And I stayed watching wrestling, pro wrestling, all the way through early 2020. So even though I wasn't doing the wrestling commentary show anymore, I still watched pro wrestling for about 5-6 years. And then I stopped. All right? And the reason that I stopped, it's pretty simple, okay?
Someone spoiled WrestleMania and you got so pissed about it, you bitch quit it. Or is he going to say WB Champions, I wonder? What reason is he going to give here? I think WB Champions, I'm guessing.
I think he's going to say something about they lost their way. Like the storylines were too predictable or something.
Here we go.
In 2020, COVID hit. And when COVID hit, pro wrestling changed.
What?
No more arena shows. No more.
Oh, he needs the fan interaction.
That
And
is
for me,
such
you know-
bullshit. He was talking about not being into wrestling well before COVID happened. I'm quite certain about that.
Nice.
I remember I was sitting there watching WrestleMania, the first WrestleMania in 2020 with no audience. It was in the Thunderdome, which was just a virtual dome, no cheering, nothing, right? And I'm watching it.
It was a virtual dome.
I'm like, this kind of definitely feels very
those.
different. It kind of exposed pro wrestling for what it really was. It was really the crowd reacting to what you were seeing in the ring or in the promos. That really was half of the product. Without it, it just didn't really stand up. And a lot of people say that was the dark ages of wrestling. I have to kind of agree. Not necessarily that it was their fault, but if anything, it shows that it is
all the people dying and shit back then. Whatever. That's not the dark part.
Fuck that. It killed wrestling.
It's social part of wrestling. That the fan reactions immediately, that makes it hype. Just like a sport. Imagine how a sporting event in an empty arena. You think anyone would care about a major NBA game if no one was there to cheer or watch?
Yeah, they actually did. Yeah, people watched.
They did it for like 2 or 3 years, did they not?
Yeah.
So when that happened, I tuned out. I just didn't care anymore. And the other thing was that it had become such an
Sounds
investment
like a fair weather fan
for me to watch. Raw
Hey, wait
and
a minute.
SmackDown,
Hold on a second. Doesn't he tell his fans to come and support the thing that they love no matter what, even if they don't like the game that's going on at the moment?
He often does.
At that point, I think Raw was like a 3-hour show. SmackDown was a 2-hour show. NXT was like a 2-hour show. So you're watching like 8 hours of just WWE a week. Then a pay-per-view event would happen. Now I got to watch another 3+ hours. But now I got to keep up with the other federations. It was too much. And especially
I'm juggling all these wrestling events.
I really think Ashton dipped out.
Doing content on it anymore. At least when I was doing the wrestling commentary show a decade ago, I could justify watching a lot of wrestling because I was getting a product out
He's
of it.
supposed to announce the big name, but
Now it's like, why am I even doing this? I have other things I want to do with my life besides just watch pro wrestling all day. So I dropped it and I stopped watching pro wrestling. And I swear to God, I have not seen
Philip
a single match of wrestling.
Well,
since WrestleMania,
did the WWE champion? The matches in WWE champions? Do they count? Because you've seen a lot of those.
Those are match threes. Those are match threes. That's not the same thing.
WrestleMania was. I think it was 2020. Okay. So yeah, I haven't seen a single match.
You really
I've seen
shouldn't be
highlights on
swearing.
social
I don't
media.
believe in God, but you really shouldn't be swearing to God about stuff like that and calling yourself a Catholic, Philip, because I'm pretty sure there's a lie in there somewhere.
And stuff like that. But I haven't seen a single pro wrestling match in almost 5 years. So now, tonight, I'm going to watch Monday Night Raw on Netflix as it debuts. I'm going to take notes. And I'm going to, tomorrow, on a new show, share those thoughts with you. And it's going to be great because we're going to have Ashton, who also is a longtime fan of pro wrestling, who has not been disconnected from pro wrestling like I have for 5 years.
He's been very connected.
Who's going to be my co-host. Who we're going to, basically, we're going to, I feel, feed off of each other pretty well.
Oh, God.
You're not supposed to say that part out loud, Phil.
Oh, God.
I think I'm gonna suck him off pretty hard, man. I think I'm gonna really leech a lot of stuff off of him. Yeah, I'm gonna get a lot of nutrition and sustenance off his his udders, right? Like a cow. I'm gonna milk him a little bit. Just
more of a 69 situation.
It's two completely different
like an Ouroboros.
It's someone who's just getting back into it versus someone who has been with it all along. And I'm going to be jumping back in and not understanding half the crap, I'm sure, because I've been gone for so long. While he's been there.
It is notoriously complex wrestling, right? It's cool.
Sounds like a great show.
To fill in the blanks for me of the things I'm not getting or understanding. That's why I think the show...
I'm legit interested, though. This is similar to the interviews. You're always kind of interested how they would go. I am interested in tomorrow. Should be fun tomorrow.
Seeing DSP interact with a... normal
human being,
air quotes that you can't see right now. A normal person is always good fun. So
it should be fun tomorrow. Show up tomorrow, everybody. Should be fun.
Show's going to be fascinating. Okay. Lunch meat sandwich. So, ladies and gentlemen,
smashing Blumpkins.
Tomorrow,
smashing Ash Blumpkins. There we go. Smashing Blumpkins. Hell yeah.
January 7th. Of 2025.
Here's the new logo.
The official relaunch. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you.
You dare. You're not.
Smart Guys, the revival.
Hey, they stole my thumbnail from That Being Said. How dare they? That's what I did.
Really?
Yeah, look, I'll show it to you. Hold on. I did this on Sunday. How'd they steal my idea?
I'm really surprised that you're not feeling a little bit more, that you're not thinking it's more egregious that he's actually replacing John Rambo.
John Rambo's face.
No, he's just replacing John Rambo with Triple P. Basically, and yeah, that actually is your legit exact thing. So
I'll take away Hogan. Funny. I know, sorry, I will cover up Hogan, but this is what I did on Sunday, and yeah, there we go. A little bit different faces were chosen, but hey,
it's the same belt.
Yeah, I stole it from the actual Smart Guys. Yeah, I stole this from his actual show, and he did the same, I guess.
That's so funny.
There you go.
Wow.
And if you, some people are asking for this. All right, here we go. We'll leave up Hogan for you for a while.
But do you not think it's like extremely egregious of him to do that to John Rambo? I realize they're not friends anymore, but like,
no, I don't think it's that insane.
I used to do the show 10 years ago, and now fuck him. It's been 10 years, so it's my show, and fuck if he thinks that he owns half of it.
Okay, do I think it's fucked up? Yes, but in the grand scheme of Phil's fucked up things he does, it's like he already thinks he's not friends with him, so fuck it. Like, he's dead to him, honestly. Philip, like, just gives a shit about Rambo now. Does not give a fuck, right? So I think it's...
Well, I guess.
He doesn't care about Rambo anymore.
It's going to be hype. It's going to be exciting. And it's going to be interesting. I think a lot of eyes will be on it, because I haven't talked about pro wrestling.
He thinks the viewership's going to be insane, which it will be tomorrow because Ashton will be there.
So, everyone, I hope you will join me tomorrow, the same time as this show, all right? Probably we start broadcasting around 11:30-ish a.m. Pacific time on DSP Reacts, which is youtube.com/@DSP Reacts, or on my Kick channel.
Oh, so it is the same name, too? There's no special name?
It's Smart Guys. That's what I'm saying.
Okay, I got you. I thought you meant the logo. I was like, all right, that's whatever. But he's just calling it Smart Guys? Come on.
That's what I'm saying. It's the same show. It's just fuck John Rambo, and now I got Triple P up in here. He's like Triple H.
Okay, now I got it.
youtube.com/@DSP Reacts, or on my Kick channel.
So the name is the same name.
Okay. Real. I hope that you guys will join me, and we're going to have a good time with it. Now, it's only going to cover Monday Night Raw, but dependent on how well it goes, dependent on how people like the show, this will then determine what kind of content, how we cover it in the future. Will we actually cover more or less wrestling? Will it be more federations, less federations? Will it just be Monday Night Raw? Will it also include SmackDown? Will it be the pay-per-views? I just found out, I literally just found out that I have AEW on HBO Max. Well, it's just Max.
God.
Really?
AEW just got added. I didn't even know that.
Oh my God.
So now that I know that, maybe we could watch some AEW and comment on that.
That'd be awesome.
But just to forewarn you, we can't show any footage.
No.
YouTube is so strict about wrestling. If you show any WWE footage whatsoever, you get copyright smacked. And we're doing the show so you can watch it. We don't want to do the show and have it be hidden forever. We want people to be able to watch the goddamn show. Mm-hmm. All right?
Okay,
so we can't show you any footage. We can't even show a screen grab of the goddamn stuff because YouTube is such a stickler for content
so
when it comes to copyright and WWE. So tomorrow will be a good litmus test, I feel, for if this kind of content can work in 2025. Mm-hmm. All right? Will we be reading contributions during the show? Yes.
Okay, great.
Yes, we will. I'll be accepting contributions on YouTube. I'll be accepting contributions on Kick.
I thought that might not happen.
It's a 50-50 split. It's a fair, even, Steven deal. All right? So that's how we're going to do it. It's going to be fair.
They're splitting the proceeds.
Oh, very generous.
Interesting. I didn't expect that.
So I feel people that like Ash from his show will be coming over. People who like me from my content will be coming over.
Oh my God. So the question is, will he remind people that they're splitting it tomorrow, right? Guys, I want to remind you, we are splitting this, so...
Yeah, so tip twice as much, please, or else I don't get as much as I usually do.
Jericho TSK says, it's going to be tough to play champions, take notes, watch Raw, ignore Cat, and jack off at the same time, but life finds a way. Oh, he's going to be a busy boy tonight for sure.
Yeah.
We got a lot of things to do. Drink gin, too. Don't forget gin. We got to drink that.
Oh, he's going to have to be drunk, I think, going into this, right?
Yeah.
Wouldn't it be great if Kino got Phil into like doing cocaine and stuff? Like,
because with how addictive he is,
we have this great drug and it keeps you wanting to stream more, and you'll be more excited like me and Andy.
Like how
let's get some cocaine.
Like he's an addictive person, right? So if he does that, it is over. It is over. There's no fighting it because like that shit's more addictive than alcohol, and he can't quit that. You know what I'm saying? He can't quit mobile gaming, and that's harder to quit than that. Big Ups Nerd Brew says, remember Smart Guys? It's back in POG form.
All right.
Yeah.
It really is a true collaboration effort to see if we can actually get a really cool show going. All right?
I think that's
still
3.
That towards a piece, by the way, because that's
I think we are
3 at least.
That's 3. 5 is the temple piece, so I think we might have had 4.
We got one before the stream actually started. So, we'll wait.
One more.
It's time.
Still,
it's been a decade, man. It's been a freaking decade. It is time to bring this content back and see how it goes. All right, I'm excited for it because I haven't done it in so long. It's something so cool and different. You know, thankfully, I feel like it will be more interesting because I've been away than if I had watched it all along, to be honest, because I was so burnt out on pro wrestling when I stopped watching.
Again,
and now
no
I'm
Ashton.
very
Ashton
interested to get back into it.
Fuck this shit, man.
So tomorrow, Smart Guys, The Revival, Episode 1. I hope you will all join me for the fun. By the way, there's probably going to be some technical difficulties because
why are you selling that as like a selling point? There's going to be some tech difficulties, guys. We're going to waste an hour while Ashton sits here and goes and honks like a Canada goose.
It's my first time I'm doing something like this.
Also, do you see what he did with the mic, by the way?
Yeah, there was no mic there, but he's still doing it. Yep.
Virtual camera setup in Discord so that Ash can see me on camera, but you guys can see me on camera, but it's more high quality.
It's not a big deal.
There's probably going to be some tech issues.
The person on the show doesn't need high quality vision of you, Philip.
But the good news is, hopefully
he is going to set up a second camera tomorrow. That's what he's going to talk
about. Oh
he's
my god!
Literally setting up a second camera so that Ashton has one camera and the stream has one camera. Tell me how that makes sense. Tell me how that makes sense.
And you guys like it, and then we can do it regularly. And if it works out, it does. If it doesn't, no skin off our backs. At least we tried something new. But I'm feeling positive about it. I am. Like, I'm excited to watch Monday Night Raw tonight. Okay? I am.
A lot of people are saying in Kick Chat, at least.
We're going to have to explain this on.
A lot of people are saying in Kick Chat, why didn't you change his name? That's not very keen. But
so what is a smark? A smark is a smart mark. Okay. And Falcule just defined it. He says a mark is a designated target audience. Basically, a smark is a fan of wrestling who gets the gimmicks and is interested in it in a different sense than a mark.
Okay.
We understand pro wrestling. We understand how the industry works.
Do you?
So we get why certain things are done a certain way when we watch pro wrestling. We're not just blindly watching.
We're smart that he would go
yes,
down
we are the target audience, but we intelligently understand what we're watching. We're not just watching and not getting.
What does that mean? Like they're podcasts
we intelligently understand.
What is this? Wow.
He did the tombstone. He's literally dead.
What we're watching. We're not just
why did that guy drop his elbow on that other guy? What the fuck?
That's the difference. See?
Okay.
See?
Very good.
Keel says we want to stay monetized. Copyright SmackDown. We want to stay monetized. It's very important, Keel, for these 400 viewers that the show's going to get on demand.
He had 60 viewers on Kick earlier today, and he's down to 32 now.
That means gameplay started.
Yes.
Gameplay starts, half the LARPers dip out, because even LARPers aren't strong enough for that. Big Stinky 669 says, hey guys, on today's earlier stream, as you know, I had to split support with Triple P, so please, let's make up for that on the late stream. Like, that's might be my poll for tomorrow. Will he mention the split? Right? Will he mention the split, honestly, like that? And it has to be in that way. Like, guys, just so you know, we are splitting this, so hopefully we can make up for that. Something like that.
Can the stretch bet be that he says, if you want to tip extra because we are splitting it, I'm going to double. Maybe, okay, what if he doubles the tips goal as a stretch bet?
That counts, too. That counts that counts as well. That would count.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay. Big ups, everybody. Explaining what that means. Literally not what a mark is. A mark comes from the Carney term to mean easily fooled and separated from their money through deception and con artistry, as WrestleJam said as well. Carnival Barker would mark the back of a dollar with chalk so other carnies knew he could easily be swindled. Okay.
Right. But so is that like a persona in the wrestling watching community of some people are marks and they just like spend all their money on wrestling stuff and they
what does that mean in wrestling? Like, well, if you are a mark, what does that mean?
Why would Phil use the term smart? So he's a smart idiot.
I spend a lot of money on wrestling, but I'm also smart.
I spend a lot of money, but I get it. I know that they're trying to do this to me. So, yes, I am buying into it, but I'm doing so knowingly.
Is that it?
I guess so.
Big ups Joshua Clan, who says, 5 minutes behind. My brother in Christ, get on with it, dude. No one cares. Short and simple is usually the best when announcing a new project. No, it's not. Not for DSP. Long and elaborate is the best thing.
And vague, too. Don't forget vague.
Smart Mark means, Lord Diaz, wrestling connoisseur of the Tractorverse, says, smart Mark means they think they know what's really happening.
Okay. Thank you.
Real pro wrestlers hate smarks. Mm-hmm.
Oh, so it's like guys who are thinking that they're trying to get in on the meta, and they think that because they're aware, like wrestlers are gonna like be like, oh yeah, man, you get it. I'm gonna point at you when I like do a Stone Cold Stunner on this guy or something.
Okay, that makes I get it, I guess. Duty Stream says those Linus Tech Tip segments have been great. Yes, they always do, but I want to upgrade your Linus line to
nice.
Sinus Tech Tips is a better way to say it. Sinus Tech Tips. Meerkat made that one up a long time ago. Sinus Tech Tips. Duty Streams again says, think the split is Phil keeps his money, Triple P keeps his. Well, how does that work though? Because they're not co-streaming it on their channel.
No, I'm pretty sure Triple P is going to be streaming it as well. Is he not?
Not on his. No, they're not doing it on their channel. I guarantee they're not.
I thought that's what he said. I thought they
are. Oh, okay.
Dude,
all right. Call me if I'm crazy.
So Phil's going to get crushed then. He's going to get
no
viewership
at all. Oh, my God. And
so
the LARPer play, the LARPer play is to go to Triple P's chat and then just say shit there.
And if you're a dented LARPer given money as a LARP, just make it rain on Triple P. And
oh, my
not
God.
On Phil.
Oh, my God. Is that what Triple P's doing? That's the play, isn't it? If you want to make maximum money, you'd co-stream and just do it on your channel as well, because all the LARPers the real LARPers that don't care about giving money to Triple P will give it to him to fucking Philip.
Especially the ones who are doing it to fuck with him in some way, right?
Yeah.
That's a crazy meta.
Great.
Okay, so that's tomorrow. I hope you guys are excited.
But then what does a 50-50 split mean then? As Godfather points out, he did say that very specifically 50-50 split.
So
they pool resources at the end? That's a lot of work.
Dude, if that's the outcome, that's the most insane thing I've ever heard.
That's kind of weird too.
All right,
we'll see
spread
tomorrow.
The word.
More intrigue for tomorrow.
So I should say this. If you are not yet, subscribe to DSP Reacts.
Subscribe to
subscribe over. Well, not subscribe, but I think it's following over on the Kick channel.
Less than 300 people. I'm pretty sure they're following.
You want to be able to talk, right?
Yeah.
You want to talk in chat? If you want to talk in chat, you have to be doing that for 24 hours. So get on there, as soon as possible so that you can be able to interact with the show. All right? And yes, it's on the React channel. It doesn't make sense to do it on a gaming channel. I have a React channel. I might as well have it over there and see how it goes. Okay?
Yes, definitely.
All right.
All right, clapping.
That'll be exciting tomorrow. I'm very happy that I'm trying something new and different. And obviously, thank you to Ashton for doing it.
He already left.
I think originally it was kind of his idea. He came up with it, and then we talked about it for months behind the scenes.
And he made fun of you, saying how you made it so hard
to make it happen. And it's just something cool to do, something that makes sense.
Talking, quote unquote, behind the scenes means I send you a message and you don't respond to me for 3 months.
Yes, and Triple P also made fun of him on his own channel about that, but definitely
right, something interesting. Okay. All right. Well, I was gonna do some tech news today, but.
What? We got 18 minutes left.
I think we talked enough. I think what we should do is just a little bit of Q&A to end the show.
Okay.
No. Perry, thank you so much to Perry the White. He gifted 5 memberships.
Okay, there's another
I made that big announcement. So let's get Perry up on the leaderboard. I believe those are the first memberships. No, Dick Jones did 5 earlier, so Perry just did 5 as well. Thank you, Perry. That's another 15 of support. 3, we are more than halfway, only 1 away from the marathon.
Okay, I'm not paused. Okay. Watch the light. Watch the light.
Okay.
We're making Smart Guys 2.0 a Kick exclusive stream. Avoid copyright. No. For example, I know for a fact, I think it was like a year or 2 ago.
Oh my God, what if John Rambo copyright
during like a Halloween event, they watched Scooby-Doo. And basically what happened was they were allowed to do it, but then they were contacted by Kick behind the scenes and they were like, don't ever do that again. Yeah. And we have to delete your video on demand immediately.
Okay.
Kick is more lenient, but let me tell you, I'm serious. WWE is very litigious. Or is it litigious? Where they just
litigious.
Is very litigious.
Yeah, very litigious.
Is it litigious?
Very litigious.
Where they just want to pull down everyone's content. They're assholes. I don't know why, but they even over a decade ago, I went to WrestleMania. All I did was I filmed a few dark matches that weren't even in the ring from WrestleMania, but were filmed somewhere else.
Yeah, that is still content that people paid for to see live that the WB owns. Go ahead.
And then I filmed the intros of wrestlers coming into the ring.
Yep. Again, more content WWE owns.
They took all that content down and gave me copyright strike.
Yes. As they should.
Wow, you just don't allow anything. They don't allow any footage
shit
at all.
You would say the same thing about Marvel and the Avengers.
Yes.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
one filming and putting their content up. So good Lord, if you try to show any of their stuff and comment over it, it's like, forget it. I don't know how these channels do it, because I've seen channels on YouTube that do a few things. I don't know how they pull it off. I'm not messing with it. Really, it's just too much of a liability to have my channel get hit with copyright strikes because the people are being assholes.
Daily Cool 2-Pack says, great seats at WrestleMania. Must have been a wonderful bonding experience. Nice slight dig there. Those digs are the best. Won't get you banned, but you know it hurts.
Yeah.
Okay, yep. Great show.
Okay. Well, anyway, guys, we got about 15 minutes left to hang out before I start with Stalker 2. If anyone has any topics they'd like to discuss, please tag me in the chat. Thank you for the early support. Really awesome and appreciated.
Really
More
awesome
than halfway to the goal before we started the game is awesome.
Awesome.
So thanks for that.
So if you're playing Final Fantasy VII today, would that mean that Final Fantasy VII is loved by everyone, or not sure how that works?
Yes, I think so.
JDTV says, I respectfully disagree regarding when wrestling changed. I believe it had the biggest changes after the passing of Chris Benoit. I mean, wrestling had a lot of different changes in eras, like the Attitude Era when that ended. And then you're right. Then during that era, basically right after that, they started with the whole idea that they wanted to go PG. There's been a lot of different sweeping changes in the pro wrestling arena. So,
okay, so that's not what he said. He said he disagrees about when wrestling changed. Okay, yeah, just ignore it.
I know I heard this, that apparently Hulk Hogan is going to be on Monday Night Raw tonight, killing his new beer. That he has a line of beer. And he's going to be trying to promote it. Wow.
Why are you acting like you don't? Why? You had the most weird autistic freak out I've ever seen when you pulled the Hogan.
Yes.
Okay. And now you're acting like you don't give a shit about Hulk Hogan.
Now we're pretending we hate Hulk Hogan again.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the beer you want to buy, by the way, Philip.
No shit.
You want to make a drinking goal, that's the one you got to get.
And that, I mean, isn't that just kind of indicative of exactly what's wrong with him? Is that he just
literally
doesn't know
Yes, I've seen
how to make something fun or interesting?
Yep.
I didn't watch it live, but I saw it's all over the internet.
What?
When Jeff Hardy was incredibly high and he was in TNA and he had the title match against Sting, and so Sting just held him down and pinned him within 3 seconds, and that was the end of the match because it was so embarrassing. He was so high.
Well, they had to finish the match before because he clearly was inebriated. So they had to finish the match, and Sting just held him down to get the pin.
Yeah.
Okay. Yep. Great.
Did I care more about the in-ring work or storylines when I watched? Both. Like, I liked both. I liked that part of the industry, that there was athleticism that was at play, and if these athletes worked hard and choreographed an amazing match, you could respect the work, right? But then on top of that, you could have people who were actually good actors and had charisma and
crotch chops. That was the peak, right? Crotch chops.
Between characters, it was kind of like both. It's both athleticism but theater at the same time,
and hot guys.
And if it comes together to be a perfect product, it truly is something unique.
Definitely.
Lixification says, "Did I know wrestling was fake when I was younger? Did I always know it was scripted?" No, I told you guys the story is that I started watching pro wrestling. It was my godfather who had it on,
the Godfather,
as like a pay-per-view at his house when we were going over there, like for Thanksgiving or something. I think I saw Survivor Series at his house or something like that. It was one of the pay-per-views was on, maybe SummerSlam, when I was at my godfather's house.
SummerSlam.
He was a big fan of pro wrestling.
Yeah, definitely.
When I was a kid, I had no idea that it was fake. I thought that it was real. You know, it wasn't until much later, probably the 90s, when I realized that pro wrestling was fake.
Yeah.
We were kids.
Also,
in the 90s,
it's much later than that. Also, we watched on one of the Densey Scrolls where he talks about a wrestling thing he watched. They reviewed on Smart Guys, and like so obviously, someone throws Shawn Michaels into the side of the ring or whatever, and he hits the ring post, and he literally jumps up to usually when they throw people in the corner, they just slam into the corner and that's it, right? Their arms are over the ropes and kind of just sitting there.
Yeah, sure.
But this one time, for whatever reason, that the spot was. You jump, and he jumped over the corner of the ring and hit his head on the pole, putting his hand in front of his face to hit the pole, and and then he went under the ring and cut himself. Like do it.
Yeah, they do a little razor blade slice on the forehead, right? Yeah.
Philip really thought that was real, and he throwed him so hard into the corner, he cut his forehead. It was real. It's like, come on, man. He was in his 30s at that point saying that shit. It's like, come on, man.
That's pretty cool. That is pretty cool.
He threw him so hard. It's like, he said that. Those exact words, I think. He was busted open legit. It's like, all right, definitely.
I busted him open legit.
Mm-hmm, definitely. So, like, even if he knew it was fake, like, all together, like, he's still believing a lot of the stuff. You know what I mean? Like, oh, man, that Stone Cold Stunner really hurt him. That kind of stuff,
Yeah, I've never seen any of the Dark Side of the Ring.
Yeah, he kind of,
In documentaries, I've heard of them, but I've never seen a single one. Chicken Tender Dad is on Kick is saying that Ashton and I should one day watch and react.
Chicken Tender Dad.
To one of those documentaries together, that it would be good content. Maybe? I don't know. I've never seen it. Sergio, 34 months as a supporter. He says, Happy New Year, man. Good to see you, Sergio. Thanks for the ongoing support, man.
Definitely, Sergio.
Yeah,
Happy
thank you,
New Year,
Sergio.
man. Big up, Sergio.
Did I like The Godfather? I mean, The Godfather was Papa Shango. I knew him as Papa Shango before his other characters. Remember,
I have him in the pools.
He
Papa
was,
Shango.
He was in the Nation of Domination. I forgot what his name was when he was part of that group, too. But that the Attitude Era, having these cartoonish characters, and that's what I mean. The Godfather was like this really cartoonish character that people liked because he was so larger than life.
Does that single clip exist, Healing Soldier? When Rambo tells me it was fake? I don't think that exists, does it? I think it was just implied, but if no one knows that clip, I'll watch it.
Hypnotic Jinx, we could always talk. If you email me, we could talk about that.
What do you want, Hypnotic Jinx? You spent enough money for it, didn't you? What should you get?
What's it
say? Do you ever open mod positions for people to apply for DSP Gaming? If so, I would love to help you out. I know you have a show to run, so you miss a lot, but I have no issues helping. Oh, yeah, you have no issues helping in a lot of ways, don't you?
I swear to God, Hypnotic Jinx was already a mod at some point. And also, this is exactly what Iron Chef Sakai did. So, Phil, are you going to learn from this or no?
No, well, you're not going to learn, of course. He's given a lot of money since then, so you know that. Motofox says, grand opening of my sandwich shop tomorrow, guys. By the way, I might have a bunch of rotten chicken, but we will see how it goes. Yeah, that's a good metaphor. That's what we're doing. I don't know anything about this, but we're going to see how it goes. I'm feeling confident, though. Check out my chicken tomorrow.
In the Nation of Domination, I forgot what his name was when he was part of that group, too.
Okay, come on. We're running out of steam here.
That the Attitude Era, having these cartoonish characters, and that's what I mean. The Godfather was like this really cartoonish character.
Come on.
That people liked because he was so larger than life.
Mm-hmm. Definitely. Ho Train. I remember that.
Hypnotic Jinx, we could always talk. If you email me, we could talk about that. If you were willing to help out when you were here, just shoot me an email. darksideflow@hotmail.com. We could talk about it.
Yeah, that's true too, right, Aces? He stopped before the Attitude Era. Ugh. No, but the Attitude Era was after DX, wasn't it? Or was Attitude the Crotch Chops era? I can't remember.
I'm pretty sure that's the same thing, isn't it?
There's crossover.
Like Stone Cold.
Yeah, Attitude was Stone Cold and Rock, but there was some crossover from DX, wasn't there? Like, when did they start the Suck It thing? Was that the beginning of Attitude Era? Anyway, who cares?
I genuinely have never watched a moment of wrestling in my entire life. I swear to God.
I was into it for a short period when it was like super massive Attitude Era.
All of my friends, as a kid, were into wrestling, and I was the only one who didn't, and that sort of is what led me to where I am today. So the road's not taken, right?
Definitely.
Kama Mustafa. That's right. He was Kama
Mustafa.
Wasn't it
Hell
like the
yeah.
fighting machine or something like that?
Definitely. Big ups Kama Mufasta. Or Mustafa. Real. Let's see who else got banned. I'm refreshing. We are definitely winding down now.
Yeah,
what's my favorite retro wrestling game? I mean, the only retro wrestling game I ever played was like wrestling on a car.
Dude.
Seriously, I had that. And then I never played anything on NES. I never played anything on Super Nintendo. I never played anything on N64. Probably PS2 era, the early SmackDown games, like Here Comes the Pain and stuff like that. Those are the ones that I
great
played.
one.
So
love that one. Classic. Who doesn't love that? Here Comes the Pain.
Ladies, is this more or less cool than talking about Final Fantasy and
yeah. Good question. Ladies,
Dungeons and Dragons.
1, if you prefer wrestling. 2, if you prefer dragons. Dungeons and Dragons, I should say.
Yeah, thank you.
Indrid said it's more interesting.
I think you're going to be happy with the results.
Watching 4 hours of
Indrid said more interesting again.
Dedication.
Indrid said more interesting again.
You're
oh my
telling me
God.
Monday Night Raw is 4 hours
She's
long?
spamming 1 right now.
Well,
she loves wrestling.
Fast-forwarding a lot.
Wait, oh man.
Indrid does love her wrestling. Stevie Richards influence.
I thought you'd be on my
I'm
side.
not watching 4 hours. You know I'm going to skip the commercials. I'm not going to watch the commercials.
Oh, hold on, that's a lie.
There's no way I'm watching 4 hours of wrestling tonight. Absolutely not.
And the ladies in the chat have belted themselves because now they've all revealed who they are. So prepare for some DMs, folks.
Uh-oh, now you're in trouble.
That was an easy one. That's the Snoot Lord wingman action right there.
4 hour show before.
Fellas, you know what to do.
The band names are kind of whatever. They say, this hand of mine. I don't get that. But and then there's another one. Figure slothful. Huh. I don't get it. Maybe
I don't get that one.
Too deep for me.
Me too.
How long is it?
Oh my God.
I wonder how they're going to do it because it's live, right? So when it's live, you probably have to watch their live broadcast.
Yeah,
but
you think?
Once it ends, then it probably becomes an on-demand video.
You think?
But how will that work? Like, there's probably ad breaks in there. Will they force the ad breaks? Like, there's plenty of on-demand services that force ad breaks anyway.
Yes,
I wonder how they're going to do it.
Sure they will.
By the way, I paid for the ad-free service. I paid for the more expensive Netflix. That's completely ad-free.
Of course.
So
maybe Netflix services sort by most expensive.
We'll have to watch the ads. I don't know.
Is there any way? I better get 2 or 3 accounts just in case. Don't want to risk it.
Do you sure you want the 50 household package? That's $500 a month. Yes, I do. Do I sign up? Yes.
Yeah, I'm sick of these fucking form letters that won't just let me sign up for the product I want.
Oh, there's absolutely no way I'm watching 3.5 hours. I'm skimming through that shit. I'm going to watch all the important stuff, all the big stuff.
You're not even doing your job.
Nope, he's not even going to be ready for the show tomorrow. He just wants Ash to carry this thing.
3.5 hours is nuts. They're out of their fucking minds. You think any normal person's going to sit there for 4 hours watching?
Shadow Slammer says, no, Darziak, for women to answer. Down, bad dragon. No, spray them.
They're idiots. That's really stupid.
They're idiots. Definitely. Okay, can we end, please? 3 minutes till 5. We got to finish this.
Yeah.
We're going to eat a lunch meat sandwich.
Anything else you guys want to talk about, or
any cues? Any more cues here?
Netflix always had ads, didn't Netflix? Well, wait a minute. Let me think about this.
Hold on a second. Netflix had. Hang on. All right, I'm going to.
Look at that. He's having to pretend to know just enough about what he does or about Netflix, so he can have plausible deniability, but also not admit that he actually just had it the whole time.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Didn't they change it and say that Netflix now has a ad-supported service that's discounted? And then they have the fully ad-free. I don't even know. I got the highest tier. Because I wanted to be ad-free. I was not going to watch ads and shit, during normal content. But in this case, I think they're going to force it. I think they're going to force you to watch ads because it's a broadcast that had ads in it. So you're probably going to have to watch the ads no matter what.
Okay, so Philip is spending $23 a month for the premium edition of Netflix.
Good. Big neck crack.
What happened to Dante's Inferno playthrough on DSP Throwback? It's complete. What you see there is the entirety of the playthrough. I never finished the game.
Okay.
That was the final part. There is the last part of the playthrough.
You rage quit that too?
It didn't. I never finished it because YouTube wouldn't allow it back in the day. YouTube kept taking those videos and taking them off my channel, saying they violated the community rules because either ultra violence or
business expenses are now at $5,023. Yep.
So I was not allowed to finish the
every month.
Yeah.
Shadow Slammer says, train the dragon, Darziak. Don't drain the dragon. That's very important to remember that. Okay, that's a very thing to live by. Train, don't drain. That's what I live my life by.
I don't understand.
Yeah, cool I got the highest tier Netflix, whatever it is.
Oh,
so I don't
movie.
know.
Sorry.
Yes. I think it supports up to 4K.
How to Train Your Dragon.
But, like, I have no idea what resolution Netflix actually would play on my phone. I have no clue. That's actually. Oh, wait a minute.
Oh, that's a good bait.
How do they film Monday Night Raw now? I mean, this has been years since I watched.
That's a good bait.
Film it in 4K?
Hold on.
Or is it just like still 1080p, fucking fuzzball quality? Is it 60 frames? Is it 30 frames?
Is it fuzzball quality?
In 5 years. I don't even know what they do anymore.
Fuzzball quality.
Is it fuzzball quality?
The ring is covered in ads now. 6 ads all over the mat, not including LED screens. Oh my god. This is gonna be wild. This is gonna be the best commentary show ever.
It's gonna be wild.
You understand this?
You're
I've literally not watched wrestling in 5 years. All these changes it's gonna be like a flood of like information. It's gonna like destroy my brain.
No, that's the gin and the double games. But yes.
Oh my lord. The way they work ads on Peacock, they'll go coming up next for premium and stuff like that. So you get an ad or a video package. I have
very
no
interesting stuff.
We're all gonna find out tonight,
can we finish this? Put us out of our misery, man.
Joshua says he still watches my DSP Street Fighter channel. Well, I'm glad you enjoyed it. You know, for the year and a half that I did it, it's sad that Machinima killed it. You guys know that story? So back in the day, a decade ago, I had multiple channels because I was making so much content. I didn't want to flood one channel with so much. So I had DSP Gaming, which was
that's not true. You did that because you wanted to avoid copyright issues. Remember? I mean, maybe that was a part of it to spread out the content, but he definitely made it. He said if one of those goes down, it won't kill everything. He definitely said those words. But okay.
Narrative-based playthroughs or multiplayer streams. But then I had a whole fighting game channel called DSP Street Fighter where I played games like Street Fighter 4, Street Fighter Cross Tekken, Tekken Tag Tournament 2, and a bunch of others that came out too. After a year, Machinima, who was my partner network on YouTube at the time, said, so because of dwindling revenues and stuff, we have to cut what we're going to pay you. So on DSP Gaming, you get more views.
You said it was a negotiation.
So we're going to pay you more for a view. But then on DSP Street Fighter, you get less views, so we're going to pay you less. And I said, why in God's green earth, in my right mind, would I upload one more video to that channel if you're going to pay me less per view? I'm just going to upload all my content on DSP Gaming then, and you're going to pay me more for it. And I swear to God, the contracts person was like, yeah, I have no idea why we would ever have done this.
Right.
Definitely.
And that's why Machinima went out of business, folks, because they were a bunch of fucking idiots. I don't know what else to say. They were that stupid.
Yep.
Well, they had you fucking working for them for however long.
You were giving them free money, so they'll do it. Yep. Oh, big up to Instamat, by the way. Instamat's the person that came up with the idea for the this. That doesn't count, by the way. But that was Instamat's idea. That does not count.
Yeah, I've heard that WWE has Prime as a sponsor, which is absolutely disgusting. So I can't wait to make fun of that. I can't wait. I'm telling you, to watch this product tonight, being 5 years removed, this is going to be a wild thing. And then tomorrow to do the commentary with Ash is going to be like,
yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun.
A dumpathon, I think. I don't know. I guess we'll see. Maybe it'll be something good. We'll find out. Maybe I'll be blown away. Who knows? I have
What's
no
that
idea.
mean?
I don't know what to expect.
It's a dumpathon, stupid. What do you think it means?
What's a dumpathon?
It's where I show you all the stuff that was in my closet and how I plan to take them to the dump later that day. Come on.
And Ashton legitimately likes wrestling, so are you just going to be making fun of something Ashton's hype about? I mean, that doesn't seem to be a good friendship dynamic.
What is the visual portion of this stream going to be, by the way? Is it just Phil and Ash? No wrestling anything?
I have no clue how it's going to go. I'll be fascinated tomorrow. Because, Ashton likes wrestling legitimately. Philip is saying it's going to be a dumpathon, which I guess means dump on wrestling-a-thon. So...
Right.
Dark Wolf says, wasn't not caring about WB got John to cancel? No. Well, he didn't care about WB enough to cancel, but I think Philip just added that to the reasons to, let's say it ended, but not because we wanted to end it because I just don't care about wrestling anymore. But really, he didn't, talk with John about making the show happen. Remember, that's what John said. So,
and again, it just really seems like a bad taste to, sort of take the show that you and your buddy were doing and just kind of, get someone else's face on it, right? Because really that show does belong to John Rambo by half, right?
But he has new friends now, so
yes.
Mm-hmm. And
why would I skip it? If someone says, "Are you going to skip the Logan Paul matches?" Why would I specifically skip the Logan Paul matches?
Definitely. Okay.
And why do you say matches? Does he have more than one match? Did they actually have Logan Paul wrrestling more than one match on the premiere episode?
Hasn't it not happened yet? So yeah, definitely, Wilson. I'll be there tomorrow. I always want to be there for the interesting ones.
No, stop right now. Someone's like, wait till you see the Prime hydration station. Just stop. Now I want to see this for the first time, and I want to actively react to it for the first time. So please stop spoiling.
What? You're gonna watch it tonight and then talk about it the next day? It's not live reacting.
No, don't spoil it, silly.
Okay.
How long is the show gonna run? I would say probably 2 hours. We'll probably talk for 2 hours because it's going to be such a thing to get caught up on this stuff. I doubt I'm covering every single match. You know, we'll see. We'll see how the show takes us. You know how it goes. It also depends on how it goes. If we're doing the show and the show's doing well, and we got a lot of viewers and supports coming in, we'll go as long as it takes. You know, tomorrow I'm only doing.
What do you mean go as long as it takes to get all the money out?
Anna Jones, it's not a big
Yeah,
deal.
absolutely. Whatever works, man.
You know, if we just do the wrestling show, it's fine. I'm not limiting the run of the show.
Extract as much money as possible.
Any length. We'll see how it goes. Okay.
Yeah, we'll go as long as it takes, guys. We'll go as long as I get every dime from you guys.
I was going to figure out how to do the audio for the show because I was debating if I should wear headphones.
The fucking little teapot pose he does like this.
Have Ash's voice come through my speakers. I hope it wouldn't make an echo. If I wear headphones, there'll be no echo, but then I got to wear headphones for the whole dang thing. So I'm debating what to do.
What's wrong with that?
I might just do headphones. I have to charge.
Oh yeah, ear infections. Forgot. Definitely, everyone gets ear infections. 27 viewers on Kick right now. Seems gameplay's going great.
And thank you guys for chilling with me here today. Thanks for the early support for those who supported. We're already halfway to our goal for the day, which is excellent. All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, tomorrow there is no Level 1 podcast. Instead, we got this new, the Smart Guys, the Revival, over on DSP Reacts and on DSP Gaming Reel on Kick. I hope you will join me for the show if you're interested in pro wrestling. If you're not, I get it. All right. If you're not into it, you're probably not going to care. And that's okay. But thank you for listening. Thanks for hanging out with me, and thanks for watching. Tonight, I can't wait for the top 10 best playthroughs of 2024 countdown right here on DSP Gaming. And then we shall reconvene, shall we, on Wednesday. Wednesday, we will be back here on the Level 1 podcast to talk about how everything went.
Yes, tomorrow's going to be a dump-a-thon. I'm sure there'll be more stories from CES at that point. And we'll do a whole segment about CES stories. But I had two today, and I didn't get No. Dump-a-thon. It's a wrestling show. I'm not really watching it, though, but Ashton will be there. We'll eat each other.
Peace out, my friend.
We're going to eat our ashes together? I don't want to eat anybody's ash. What are you talking about?
Let's get set up for Stalker. Oh, sorry. Those who are going to stick around, thank you. If you're not interested in Stalker, thanks for hanging out.
That was a quick one. All right, going live. I don't give a fuck. Boom.
Thank you.
Nothing more.
Maybe you're stronger than we were.
You know what sucks about this stolen text is that I can't easily see. Whoa, we got the money now, brother. Don't worry.
Okay, so how'd that happen?
No, was that him or you?
That was him, not me.
Happened to you yet?
Dallin said circuit. They only needed it to prep for another experiment.
How did that happen? Who gave that big push? Let's see.
Where did all that money come from?
Dark Dank Sneed Pim.
The monolith is just an installation.
Did five. This scroll is really hard to follow, so hang on a minute.
This is going to be the thing that kills the detractors.
Jinx did more membership. So Jinx did, again, 50% of the support is from Jinx. So there we go. But remember, he lets DSP do whatever he wants, okay? He doesn't let whales decide what games they play.
Nip. That's not how it works.
Anyways, all right, my friends, you're all legends. Thanks for chilling today. We'll see you tomorrow for the exciting wrestling style show. Snoot, anything you want to share with the beautiful people?
You will not be seeing me. I'll tell you that much.
You're not there.
I guarantee you that.
You are pre-opting out, let's say.
I'm opting out, yes.
Okay. Snoot is pre-opting out for tomorrow, so he won't be here. But I'll be here to call you through.
I'm working, so I don't have the time to do it anyway. But
even
if I wasn't, I would not watch that. I'm not interested.
Right. Yeah, you're a detractor, so you don't have a job, okay? Quit the lies.
Oh, sorry.
You know that.
My bad.
You know, please. Anyways, my friends, that'll do it. You're all legends. See you tomorrow. Bye.
Bye.
This, ho ho! I'll move it away! Oh no!